Champions, welcome. The squares have aligned and bingo is nigh. This is the moment that you all have been waiting for. The Elden Squares Season 3 Golden Order Playoffs. We have an exciting matchup in the quarterfinals here between Tank and Top in Expedition 25. The Experience versus the Upstarts. Fighting out of the red corner, we have the Master of the NPCs, the Spear of the Church, the hardest working woman in all of bingo. It is none other than Elemis Fia's champion. And her teammate, one of the most decorated men in the history of the sport. He has won almost every single title there is, with the exception of Elden Squares, but he is 3 playoff sets away from claiming his spot on the Elden Squares throne. It is none other than Tank Top Helios and their opponents fighting out of the blue corner. This is a team of rookies to the Golden Order, the least experienced team in the league, but they said none of that matters because we're here to play. They are led by their DLC player, the man with the most absurd plays you'll ever see. You'll be doing stuff, and even Shura, the Absolute, will say, he can't do that, it's impossible. And Yibe will say, that's my nickname. It is none other than Yibe the Absurdist. And his teammate, the man who is powered by a coal engine. He has an unrelenting drive to push forward. No obstacle will get in his way. Nothing will stop him. He is a runaway freight train. He is Thomas, the Tank Engine. Choo-choo. Now let's get ready to run that board and square off. Someone just, why did I hear a board sound?
It's crazy, bro. I don't know.
Was that you, Sai?
Could be Sai.
Sai's the cannibal confirmed. All right, how many times am I randomizing this for optimal DLC squares? How many times am I shooting this, boys?
I don't know.
Randomize it 16 times. No, 15 times. One for each person on the island.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right.
Jam. Listen to me, Jam.
We go. All right, center square and how many DLC squares? I'm going Melania and 10.
3 DLC squares.
4 Gelmir bosses, 8 DLC squares.
Center square, Logan
and
Magnus.
there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 DLC squares on this board. I was correct. Sure, you were pretty close with the center square, guys. Though we have Altus bosses as the center square on the board here. That could be synergized with the Morgott there. Also, if most people do the Gelmir Heroes Grave, but you could do the Altus one. And mounted boss is a little bit of synergy, but really not a ton of synergy with that center square. Potentially NPC bosses with Gary Garrus, duo trios you can always make work. In terms of the big squares on the board today, it is a dragon kind of day. We got the Dragon Lord Placidusax and Curse You, Bale the Dread on the board. Other than that, we got Grail without percent-based damage continuing on the dragon theme. Those 4 different remembrances, including Bale. 5 DLC bosses, Dancing Lion. But I'll go ahead and send it over to the experts here. What is your guys' take on this board here?
Sai, you want to start with the base game?
No, you should start.
Okay. Well, I was going to mention that one of the stronger synergies here is for the center square is the god bosses. And since there's also capital You most likely will do DTS, Godfrey, which is a god boss, into Morgott, and then probably do Apostle and Godfrey. And yeah, that is the play most likely that both players are eyeing. Depending on which one of them gets cold feet, they will most likely have to get something on that diag, which is going to be Grail without percent base damage. But I think if you were to do that, I think you're going to see both players rush Makar. I highly doubt that you'll see one of them sack early Altus, because these players are too smart and will punish you if they know that you're not in Altus yet.
Very true. Yeah, that's a good assessment. I totally thought you were going to go over the DLC stuff since you're the DLC player and all.
Oh, my bad.
So that's why I was like, now you go first. But, it's fine. It's fine, dude. Here's the thing, all right? 5 bosses in Altus Plateau Center Square. Kill Morgott the Omen King to the right of that. Kill 5 bosses with God in the name. It's exactly what you said, Shura.
Yes.
You're going capital right off rip, right?
Yes.
The only deviation that I would make to what you said is, since you're going to be doing Makar, you're going to come out at Abandoned Coffin. When you go to finish the 5 bosses in Altus Plateau, you do Gillica into Godfroy. You greed for a Godskin Apostle, and you lose 5 bosses in Altus.
You're right. I think that is what we're going to see.
Apostle is so out of the way, man.
To be honest with you, I don't know what weapon Helios took. What is he? Oh, Dragon Hunters. Okay.
Oh, he's going to melt Makar with that thing.
He's going to be way faster than Thomas will be. I'm surprised he's choosing Claws over Dragon Hunters here.
Well, Dragon Hunters is not useful on Plasty because he's not a dragon.
That's true. He's got some piercing attacks, though.
Dude, of all the claws, I think Raptor Talons is one of my least favorites. Just because the charge attack is so weird.
Yeah, it does have a shitty charge rate, too.
I think they're the lowest AR of the claws. Or not the lowest, but they're pretty down below. Like, Venomous Fang does better. Bloodhound Claws is obviously fantastic.
Right.
And Hook Claws are better.
Good. If Thomas just commits to R1 spamming Rotten Winged Sword Insignia double status, it'll be fine.
Helios is actually changing the blue flash. He's going to rush Grail without percent base damage. So that means that Thomas could just get away with the Altus synergy.
And we are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and just refresh to get everyone's stream delay as even as it can get. And here we go.
So this is such a very...
Oh, an Alabaster Lord Sword from the Greatsword check.
Wow, that's kind of...
that's actually big. Yeah, you just do that. I'm not going to... Yeah, I was about to say, he should quit out and just do the Somber route now.
Yeah, normally you would pick up the smithing ones there, but he immediately quits out to go ahead and get the 3... Just saying, I'm going Somber route. I don't need these smithing ones anymore.
Dude, just a minor criticism of this. He spent a little bit of levels to wield Raptor Talons, and he leveled Dex, which he won't need for Alabaster Lord Sword. If you're going to do a weapon check, save your money.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a 3 level net loss, right?
Yeah.
Because Raptor Talons are 15, Alabasters are 12. Yeah, it's not conduct detrimental, but it's not ideal.
Right.
Yeah, the version that Helios did is, I think ASIM patented.
ASIM started it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a safer way of doing the silly skip. It basically confirms you won't die from it.
Yeah, it's slightly slower. You lose like 2 seconds or so, but it is definitely safer.
Oh, and to go over, I guess I didn't go over any of the DLC stuff. Really?
And Helios isn't grabbing a Grace, by the way. He's going straight to it, so we'll go full screen with him.
Sheesh. Yeah, this, he should do this really quickly. I've done, like, this weapon just destroys these dragons, and he went all blue. So...
Right.
Dragon 1 slash.
He has 1 class.
You don't even need that, bro. You're dying if anything touches you here.
Yeah. He probably grabbed the... Maybe if something like nicks him, take some fall damage here.
No.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That's 1 down.
Yes, Josh, I set it up. You know, no one is mandatory confirmed to be base game or DLC, but the player, you know, each team has a player that they have historically preferred to send to be the primary base game player or the primary DLC player. So in the center board overlay, the primary DLC players are at the top and primary base game players are at the bottom. Granted, that's not like a rules thing. That's just what they typically do.
Helios was in a bad position there, but he ran away farther enough to where he wouldn't get double hit. Because if he was any closer to that, it's possible that he misrolls it and gets hit with the second.
Oh, he didn't get the riposte there though. I mean, this is a little, so far this is a little slow, but I mean, the good news is he's uncontested, right?
Yep. And all that matters is you don't die. They may be just eyeing to put some pressure on the column. Because I think Ellie may be looking at doing Red Baron Route base as your first square. It gets you towards DLC bosses. There's some other synergies that you can just straight up do in terms of Dancing Lion and the Tree Spirit and Ballarat. It also, Dancing Lion is a remembrance. Or
what is
you
Helios?
can stack that. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. Why is he... Does he think he's behind now?
I think he thinks that I already messed up. So, like, if I'm dead rushing this, I've already lost in the race. His Celia skip was slow. He's not pivoting out, but he's just going to say, screw it. I'll just grab the Grace. And coming around, killing those two and then coming around this side is arguably a little bit safer in terms of aggro, like making sure you don't aggro multiple. And if you already think you're slower, like if you already think you're slower, right?
Yeah, I think Dino or Rambler, someone prefers to go on the right side to start it. I don't remember who.
If I have the Feroth Grace, I prefer to go right side, but like if I'm hard rushing it, I'll go left side, right?
I've never fought the dragons on this side before. I feel like he's just taking it really slowly and
at the end of the day, you just need to make sure you don't die. Like a death here would be catastrophic. Not only would he most likely just straight up pivot and start working on Dectus, but now he straight up spent how long? Like it's been 5 minutes and he's still not like anywhere close to Altus really. Because he most likely will still probably do Makar. I think it's still faster than finishing Dectus here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, the one thing he does have though, like the reason why this square is now rushed +0 is because of the cash injection, right? Like, I mean, in base game bingo before this season, Grail without status effects was historically a like I have a +4 weapon, go rush it, right? Obviously now it has become a dead rush with a +0. But yeah, that's what it historically has been. Like it's always been valuable. The what is it, like 80k or whatever that you get is just huge. Helios is really taking his time here.
Yeah, he's taking his time too because he knows Thomas is going Makar, right? Like that's just like
he knows he's slow. He had a slow Celia skip in the second dragon in particular, was super slow. Like and then he went and grabbed the Grace. Like he knew like if I'm in a dead race for this, I probably already lost it. So I might as well just grab the Grace, right?
I think honestly he's probably just making a prediction about what Thomas is doing. Like Thomas and Yiba both basically do the same thing every game. Like rush Makar for Thomas and do the Godric Renala rush for Yiba. I don't know if they ever deviate from that.
I mean, I don't really like doing this because I like this if he immediately tries to, like he's trying to put on immediate pressure to go like Loretta right afterwards. Because that's the reason you do this. Because Thomas should see this mark and go like, cool, I can do Hero's Grave and I can do Altus bosses, you know?
He's going to do Loretta for sure. But yeah, the information...
All right, Helios got it. Very nicely done by Helios. That's the kill there. The scroll will be marked in just a second. We'll go full screen. Yibe gets that down, so we'll just go straight with Ellie here.
Finished. A cool... How many runes is that? Cool, like 90k? 70k?
Yeah, it's like It's 90k with a foul foot, so I think it's like 70 something, 75.
Not a bad way to start your match when you have Dragon Hunter's Great Katana, which requires 20 dex to wield. All of your money probably went into leveling up for it. I didn't see what levels were needed, but
I mean, another thing too, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if kind of they're like, hey, you know, we're the more experienced team. This is Thomas and Yebe's outside of rookie, right? Their first time in a Golden Order playoff game, right? Like maybe just put pressure on the board early, right? Like get squares early, make them sweat a little bit, right? Isn't necessarily the worst strategy.
I could see Helios doing Loretta and then immediately Scion, potentially. Just taking all three of those early rushable squares.
Because I think
Loretta is also a
yes,
mounted
because
boss, right?
yeah, I think that would be a good play, assuming that LA goes Red Baron route base, because it builds off of those two squares. And
Right.
if he does do that, then she's not only ahead on DLC bosses, but she can also do she can choose whether to contest Dancing Lion as a remembrance, or she could kill Golden Hippo, try to do Crucible Talismans, and kill the Deathblight Dancing Lion over there.
Yeah. Because the other thing too is, you know, Rambler pointed this out last week, right? You know, you can argue the validity of it, but what he basically said is like he thinks that Thomas and Yebe are a much better team, which granted everyone is, like it's easier to play with a lead, but he thinks that they're like, if you're up on them, they're a lot less dangerous, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Thomas is like, depending on how Helios plays this out from now on, like Thomas can use this information to his advantage.
I believe
Like,
he's going to go
a massive lead on capital, right?
He's going to go Gilmer first.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Go Altus Hero's Grave. That's one of your Altus bosses too. Oh no, never mind.
No, yeah, he's just gonna do the Gilmer one, but he's just gonna get a block on that line. You don't want Yib to be doing Tree Spear and Ballarat unless you do want him to rush Dancing Lion, and you don't want to be forced into Dragon Lord Placidus X.
Helios goes ahead and gets the Academy key there too.
He may have to like look at catching up. So I know I'll do this as well, where yeah, you just do virgins to catch up if you're gonna do a play like that.
Also very aggressive from Yebe going Renala first. This is in theory faster, but it's much more dangerous, right? The reason why Margit Godric gets done first is twofold. It's to make Renala more consistent. The first reason why is because obviously extra health, and the second reason is that he already picked up the cold wet blade, but if you're gonna put on cold attunement, it's not worth it, right? The idea of doing Renala first is that you save a warp and a sit, right? And that frost is not only extra damage, but also it like micro staggers her for a little bit and can help you more consistently get stance breaks. But Yebe, close call with the dragon at the end, but does get through it. Very nicely done. And Darls, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you for all the support. For myself and Elden Squares, it means a ton. So thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it.
I think Thomas instead is just going to look to upgrade and then do the full synergy. Actually, and personally, I prefer that. Then you will be giving Helios at least the ability to get Hero's Grave, but I think that's fine. If you're already upgraded and you can just do all those squares really, really quickly.
Yeah, Plasty Finger Creeper. They're like right next to each other. 2 for blocks on row 1.
Ronan, or no, this is just Battlehammer against the Greatsword.
I would have picked the Greatsword personally. That Greatsword's good.
Better. Yeah.
I mean, granted, it doesn't matter because Wild Strike's cold, but another thing I do like about this Greatsword is wouldn't matter in this format. The Vacuum Slice is actually pretty nice. It's one of the better like just standard ashes, right? If you don't have an attunement. And there goes
That
Godric
armor's
down.
really decent for when you're looking at poise breaking. That is where the advantage comes from.
Yeah. And holy shit, guys, we got a hype train coming. Thank you, thank you.
I'm wondering if Thomas is gonna take Loretta, maybe.
Got a level 2 hype train. Let's get hype for the bingo playoffs. And this is a best of 3 set, by the way. Game 1 and 2 will be today. Game 3 will be later this week if necessary. I can already tell you the game 3 between Bofa D's and Womp Womp will be on Saturday. Unfortunately, because of Australia, as well as work schedules and stuff, it just doesn't line up. So the next game will be on Saturday, and then they'll probably go straight into the semifinals set. The winner of that set will play the boys joining me today here, Time Complexity, and that set will probably be the semifinals for that game will start on Sunday, most likely.
Well, if this game goes to game 3,
they'll probably be able to get it done during the week. They'll probably be able to fit in one game during the week. Their schedules line up better. The problem is that between Deutz and Wander's work schedules, there's no time that works during the week, unfortunately.
Curious to see this damage on Virgins. Good standard damage with the slash. Ooh, he's a little bit in trouble, but that's good that the sickle one was playing nice.
Yeah, not the cleanest version.
We are going to see here that Yib is going to enter the DLC earlier. Not by much.
Yeah, and Thomas is already in on the DTS. Let's go ahead and go to the 4-player big screen here. Helios will move to the bottom left. Thomas or Yib will stay top right.
I will say in this case, Thomas's kill right here is like it like.
Helios just died.
Ooh, that's.
He got grabbed, and actually, that was such a weird camera animation. I didn't even realize that he got grabbed. I thought he was behind it, but no, he got grabbed. And Thomas, I think, just went down at the same time.
I was about to say.
Ellie's in on phase 2, so we'll go with Ellie here.
I was about to say that Thomas dying there is a bad, mental thing because. In my head, if I was him, I'm like, okay, I'm going to rush this play, and I need to just make sure I don't die so I can stay ahead. And dying there allows your opponent to not catch up on your thing.
Ooh, Ellie's in trouble. Okay, she got out of it.
And this is one of the harder fights because,
Ellie just died. Ellie just greeted and died. Ellie greeted and died. You can't greed that.
Oh,
she went for the jump attack because she wanted the stagger, but the projectiles were coming right behind her.
And Thomas got hit with the lightning. Okay, all right. Everyone's getting their deaths out right now.
I mean, it's playoffs, right? Historically speaking, I've said this before. In bingo, where I expect to see the most mistakes are week 1 and 2, first couple games of the season, as well as in the playoffs, right? Because just that's when nerves are at the highest, right? And can cause the most mistakes. And Helios goes down again.
Ooh, that's bad. I personally like this play, Rambler.
Yeah, obviously, what happened to Helios's money? Did he not vigor dump? I'm very confused.
He did.
No, you get abducted, you lose it.
No, he leveled up. He leveled up. As much as he could. Remember, he had to get 20 decks for.
Okay, I guess the 20 decks plus all the stone plus 20k for stones, that would only leave him with 50k. Right. All right, yeah. Because his character did have very low vig. He might have only had 8 vig or something at the start.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll say this. What Helios is doing is basically trying to catch up to Thomas and Altus, and the fastest way to do that to make up time is to go Virgins. It is a duo boss on this board, and what Helios' game plan, he knows he sacked 5 Altus bosses Morgan and God bosses most likely.
Yeah.
He knows that he sacked that.
And
So what
just,
he wants is Hero's Grave into Loretta most likely.
And just to be clear, Abductor Virgins do not count as an Altus boss. They count as Gelmir. Altus includes Altus. Altus is like Altus proper, Capital Outskirts, and Lanedale. Gelmir is Gelmir and Volcano Manor. That's how we classify it.
I promise you, he
Thomas-
leveled up. What I'm
Thomas
saying
did
is
get
like
DTS down, which is good.
he needed 20 decks to start, so he had to level up, and his leveling up got more expensive. He bought all the stones, upgraded Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. That's like, I don't know, 25k.
A little less, probably. Yeah, probably like.
His health was infinitesimally small before. He may have done some endurance as well.
Yeah, I think he only had like no more. He had no more than 8 vig for
Yeah,
at the
it was
start.
a tiny health bar, dude.
So like he got
Clean
75k, but he was already level like 15 or 16 beforehand, right? Then you spend, you know, a little over 20 on the stones and the upgrades, right? That leaves you with 50k for Vig, which, you know, he probably was able to, he's at 22 Vig right now, so he might have been able to get 14 or 15 levels, but, you know, starting with 8 Vig versus like 12, 13, 14 is a big difference. You know, that's the difference between 22 Vig and 30 Vig, right?
He's just got to be careful now. He's got one Virgin down. And of course, this one goes into a corner where you can't do the good strafe.
And he's out of heals too. Ellie does get into the DLC, but that's, you know, with the Renala death, that's quite a late entry at 19 minutes.
Helios will get the range kill here. Nicely done. Yeah, Thomas taking down DTS. He already has a +8 weapon. All that money from DTS just went right into his health.
Yeah, Flying Dragon Grill does give significantly more than, I mean, not significant, like it's like 15, 20k more than regular Grill without status effects.
What is it, 80k or something? I thought it was like around 60 something, but maybe not.
No, it's more. It's like, it's at least 80, if not, might even be 90.
Yib is, I believe now.
Okay, she
fully
drops
upgraded.
80k, so that's about, it's about 5k more, 5 to 10.
Ellie's heading to the forge now. That death does cost her, which means that she now cannot, one, safely do Red Baron Rao base. For a
Did
while.
you say she died in the forge?
No. She died to Renala, so she was like 2-3 minutes behind.
And I think
4
this
minutes
is a
behind,
mistake.
actually.
Helios is pushing capital. This is a huge mistake. Like I feel like Thomas's lack of marking is pretty clear that he's going Morgott off rip, right? Like I would go look to pick up stuff like Loretta, like Hero's Grave, like Grafted Scion, right? Like I don't see how pushing this makes sense.
He may just be going for DTS, like DTS mounted bosses, and that's 50k. He can go upgrade to +8 with that money.
Yeah, because Capital is really strong here, especially like Godfrey's also a god boss, right?
Yeah.
DTS is a mounted boss. Morgott is a square.
Talisman.
All three are Altus bosses. Yeah, you could do Esker, who does not count as a duo trio boss because it's only one boss health bar, but
it's a trio boss, dude. 2 dogs.
In Ringus, you could argue it for sure.
Yeah. Capital is sometimes just a good area. It's like there's a few areas in this format where you have strong presence. You have like snowfields, mountaintops, capital,
Gelmir. Yeah, like if it
Gelmir.
rolls that way, right, it can always be like any area can always be very strong. I mean, we actually had to nerf capital a lot because there was one point where it was egregiously strong in the early season testing.
It was strong. There's no reason to nerf it.
I feel like in Veilbreak, you almost always have like a very obvious and strong synergy in the base game, but not always in the DLC. Like, even if ever, like the DLC is more spread out. I feel like.
Well, I mean, yes and no. Like, I do think it's a little more spread out. Like, The one thing is with the base game, the differences to me are that in the DLC, the synergies that you're looking at are more so like routing synergies where it's like, you know, this feeds into this route wise. While in the base game, it's like, oh, I can kill Morgott and get Altus bosses along the way. But like, because the boss number in the DLC is so much more limited than base game, right? There's just DLC bosses, period, as a square. Like there are, you know, like there are as many bosses in the DLC, more or less, that are in, at least the ones that are in play too. It's pretty similar to like Limgrave plus Weeping in terms of like actual number, right?
I think
Dude, I've done Crucible Talismans in base game, and
Helios is not going for
throws off
full
your
thing. He
opponent.
just wanted DTS dead in case Thomas wasn't going for the synergy.
Yeah, and
I'm
he has
curious to
leveled. He's
see-
level 38, by the way. He is level 38.
Yeah.
It's just very low vig because of his stat investment.
So he's gonna do the duo boss thing, and he's gonna do it with Altus bosses. So he's gonna kill Tree Sentinel duo into the Perfumer's Grotto. If he's really crazy, not really crazy, it's actually a smart play. He should do the FSB. I don't know how tanky that one is. I think it's faster. Actually, I guess the better thing would just to run to Gillica.
Oh, do the Knight's
Or-
Cav. It's another mounted boss.
All right,
Knight's Cave's a
Ellie's
good one.
up to plus 25, by the way. Thomas in on Morgott now. And this also is, I think, good too. You know, for some reason, I can't roll boards with more than 10 DLC squares outside of today, right? So we haven't seen it as much, but I do feel like for base game players, getting remembrance kills as squares, right? To get into the DLC, you need to kill any 2 remembrances. And having the ability to sneak into the DLC to steal a square or 2 can be incredibly valuable and just gives you a lot more flexibility as a team. Because we have seen more than a few times where it's like, we'll say, oh, this person's out of the game, right? Like they just have no play, right? So the having access to both Altus and the DLC by say 45 minutes into the game or something can kind of ensure that in the end game there's not going to be a spot where it's a 2v1 because you don't have play, right?
And there goes Morgott.
There goes Morgott. Yeah, looks like Helios is going for Altus bosses plus mounted bosses and also duo bosses synergy here.
Thomas can easily lose Altus bosses if he doesn't decide to like just leave and not do it. We'll see this. I think Ellie here should probably go for Ancestral Knight and Bowls right now. It is the safest thing. You cannot contest Red Baron Route base because at this point you know it wasn't a rush. So you know that Yib's upgraded. And if he is upgraded, that means he's already at the fight right now. So you can't do Red Baron Route base, and you can't reasonably go into Bellarat. It's too risky.
Yeah.
Both plays are too risky. The safest square is what she's doing right now, which is Ancestral Knight and Bowls.
And by the way, just to clarify if there are any questions, this Tree Sentinel duo, it is 1 boss. The Hinterlands Tree Sentinels in the DLC count as 2. So they're not a duo boss, but they would be 2 mounted bosses and 2 DLC bosses. The reason for the difference is that if you kill one, you get enemy felled in the DLC. You kill the one, you get a second enemy felled. With these 2, you have to kill both to get enemy felled. And we love you, Helios, but we got Dancing Lion on the screen, so bye-bye.
This is a baller play by him. And if he gets this first try, like, it is huge. Like,
Yeah, one DLC boss, a Dancing Lion. That'll be his third remembrance.
it's his third remembrance, yeah. It's a DLC boss. And you've now said that you're in Bellarat. And so now Ellie would have to waste her time going to the Tree Spirit in Bellarat. Actually, it may not be a waste of time.
You
'cause
know
then
what?
She could steal remembrances, but
But the other thing too that I'm looking
ultimately-
at, I think the diag bottom left to top right is potentially really strong, right? Like Thomas has indicated clear priority on Altus bosses center square. If Yib gets Dancing Lion here, also has indicated clear priority on the Tree Spirit and Bellarat, right? So then it comes down to Imbibe and NPC bosses, right? In Ellie, they're just died to Bulls' cousin.
Very easy to die to that guy.
Yeah.
Especially with this health bar.
I mean, yeah, it's very easy. It just, like that's this format, right? Is putting really talented players in positions where they can die and look bad, right? That's what this format was designed to be, like as hard as possible and push people to the limit and make really good players make mistakes, make them look human, right? That being said, though, we've seen a few mistakes today from both Ellie and Helios that are, a little uncharacteristic. Thomas did have some DTS deaths, but Yib has been clean all day. And so often, the difference in these types of games is, who makes the least amount of mistakes, right? Is so often why teams win. And there goes Dancing Lion, very nice.
Crazy,
dude. That is actually that legit swings the game. So like,
Thomas,
if he plays this correctly next.
Line of Altus bosses I mentioned, which is obviously all the 3 bosses on the way to Morgott, and he's finishing it with Gillica Godefroy. Helios did Tree Sentinel duo and then went for Apostle, so he's greeting God bosses and Altus bosses together, but
Thomas is pretty much hard rushing it. He's gonna finish it. He's already at 4. He did DTS Goldfree Morgott, just did Gillica, and now he's going straight to Godefroy. Like they are looking to immediately put pressure on this Diag because Yib too, right? Like, I believe if Shura was in this game, he would probably hold Tree Spirit and Bellarat, right? But Yib's just going for it because they want to put pressure on the Diag.
You can't
mark that thing, dude.
Yeah.
Tree Spirit isn't good opening Bellarat square anyways.
Nah, he's playing coy. Let's be honest, he'd hold it.
All right. I would hold it, and I'd be killing Dane and ADM right now.
I think the reason why is twofold. One, you put that Diag becomes a very serious threat, like right away. It's like either have fun running to PK, or have fun killing 4 NPC bosses. Like PK is the easier one, right? But if Ellie goes and does PK, with the exception of like Remembrance bosses and DLC bosses, she's not making progress to that. But even then, like Yib could probably take that other progress away from her because PK is so long to get to, right?
Yeah.
There goes the Altus bosses. Ellie's gonna do Ancestral Knight and Bulls. Like this will get them 2 nice blocks on the row 5 and the column 4. But early on here, Expedition 25 and particularly Yibe, right, have come here to play today. Like obviously we're only 30 minutes in. There's a lot of bingo left to be played, but I'll say so far, if Yibe keeps his pace up, I think it's the best game I've ever seen him play.
I always say this in the chats, always that whenever Expedition played and whenever Old But Gold played, that Jay and Yib are, at least when I practice, they are the best DLC players, like other than myself. I would say, like they are like they play so well. Like you can't prevent them from getting squares. Like they just do it perfectly. They play around the map like so well.
Yeah, and I think particularly for Thomas and Yebe, I think like granted every team in this league is disgusting when they're on, right? Like the difference between the top teams in the standings versus the bottom teams isn't necessarily who's better when they're at their best, right? It's like your consistency, right? But when Thomas and Yebe are on, they are insanely good, right? And sometimes like their best performances have gone a little bit unnoticed, right? Like particularly the game at the end of the season last week for them to qualify for playoffs, right? They played amazing, but Nexus and ASIM did not play their best game, right? So because of that, maybe you didn't notice as much how well they were playing. But they are on fire, and you know what? Maybe that's a little bit of a buff, right? Like they played a playoff game already. They played a best of 1 playoff set already, right? So the kind of the jitters of being like win or go home aren't really there anymore, especially because Ellie and Helios, yes, they are the more experienced team, but like they've been comfortable. They've known that they were going to be in the playoffs for multiple weeks at this point, right? Thomas and Yibe have been fighting all season, right?
Mhm.
And actually, Yibe is going to go ahead and steal Scion here.
Good play.
Yeah,
You want to take
very
away
smart,
everything from. Yep.
honestly.
You can now, because currently a lot of the DLC squares are pretty big commitments. You would have to run back section for Crucible Talismans, or you'd have to kill Golden Hippo. And you're ahead on remembrances. Right now,
I'm a little bit annoyed
ballsy
that
play would be
Yeah.
is if he just goes Red Baron. I think he is going to do that. That is the best play, and actually a problem because not only does he get a square, but he also works towards the DLC boss's square. So he's just gonna
in row
just gonna
4.
end up getting 2.
Meanwhile, Ellie's here at ADM. That's going to be a DLC boss and NPC boss as well.
Does
Thomas
Thomas go down
fighting
there?
giant hand.
Nope.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Thomas racing Loretta, like, as Helios. I mean, you want to undermine like synergies. Like, I think if Thomas would have raced Loretta and gotten that would have been like pretty game defining.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, just absolutely punish your opponent for doing a different beginning play and just, you know what I mean? Like, just blitz some of these nasty scores and undermine the synergies.
And also, I do want to point out here, I'm trying to think back to season 1. Who did Helios play in the semifinals of season 1? Was it Aggie? Regardless, this might be the first time Helios has ever lost a playoff game outside of finals, if they go down here. He won both the sets 2-0 last season. And I think he won his semifinal set in season 1 2-0. It might have been 2-1.
Thomas gets the hand down.
Well, they're not out of it yet. They still have to close out this game and also beat them again. Which most likely the next time Ellie will probably not die to Renala.
Yeah, no, and I'm not saying set, right? Like Helios has never lost a playoff set outside of finals, right? But like he hasn't. I don't think he's dropped a game. Yeah, I don't think he's dropped a game. Yeah.
Oh, he's crazy.
Helios now going to the cave in Gelmir with the Kindred duo. That's one Exaltation Talisman, another duo trio boss.
We got Red Baron Malva here for Yibe.
I mean, for Helios, like, the saving grace is like synergies, like mounted bosses, god bosses, duo trio bosses.
I mean,
interesting that neither Helios or Thomas are doing the Altus / Mount Gelmir Hero's Grave.
I was about to say Thomas
dancing around it, right?
I would take it away because like it is a square that I know like Thomas knows that he sacked those squares there. So I would have expected him to try to take that away and not let Helios get it, because Helios so far has kind of done what he wanted to do anyway. I know he's died and he's behind because of his deaths, but he hasn't gotten sniped, which is a big thing.
Yeah. The one thing that
what he wanted to do.
The one thing that could come into I find interesting is we're gonna end up in a situation where pretty much every single DLC square is going to be off the board with the exception of anything in that row 2. Like NPC bosses has also become a pseudo DLC square, as Ellie's killed some NPC bosses while working towards her DLC bosses as well.
I was gonna say the best block on the road 2 is Crucible Talismans, because you run back section since you have for Scatter Tree. All you have to do is touch the Churchwater District Grace, and that gets you the Aqueduct Grace in Rao. And so you run and do that, and then you are also set up for Scatter Tree.
Depending on
And-
what
and I
Yib
think
does
We're
here,
looking at the road to.
yeah, like they're potentially leaving themselves open for row 2, right? It's a bit of wishful thinking, right? But Ellie, you know, Imbibe that's kill PK, that's going to be a 50-50, right? But she's setting up for Scattertree and Crucible tallies now. She already has ADM dead for Bale, and Helios is going to probably get duo trio here, right? It's not like it's definitely not 100% or anything close, right? But they are setting up for that row 2 to be a potentially serious concern for Thomas and Yib here.
They might not even care solely because of how long those commitment squares are for Ellie to have to do. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, what Iron is saying is that
Yeah, it's
I know
slow.
Yib in particular will legit probably make the call, because he's done this when I've played with him. He'll like say like just don't even block the line, just keep doing fast squares.
Yuba should be doing PK, I think, to finish
To get
4
four
members.
remembrances.
Yeah. Rather than Rolana.
It's a mounted boss as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that's true.
I mean,
think-
I would
Yib's
love
not
it
getting
that
mounted
way.
boss. Like, let's keep it a buck though. He's never getting
Yeah.
mounted bosses, right? Like that
Yeah,
just doesn't
Yuba's
matter.
gonna take this right now, but
Good.
Still,
this is just takeaway. Thomas is now doing the hero's grave. This now puts more pressure for Ellie to have to do Scatter Tree right now.
mhm.
I think Ellie will know with because has Yip held anything? No, he's just gone back to back to back. So Ellie should know that she has Scatter Tree.
Question will be,
I think she will do it.
was it fast enough for Yuba to do PK? And I'm gonna say no, probably not. Like this Rolana mark is gonna be too fast.
Yeah.
So Ellie could legit like
Oh, she was
go
going
take
Crucible
PK. Like
Talismans.
row 2 is a serious threat.
I think
Yeah, the
they're
question is
most
just
likely
is
gonna get
it fast enough? And even then, right? Even if they pop the entirety of row 2, right? That's 5 squares plus 2 for the bingo. That only puts them at 10, right? Like they'd still be 3 squares away.
You need healers to look in, and that row in particular is really hard to secure, unless you've already done Imbibe to this point. Like if Ellie has,
That's the thing I think that needs to
was-
go to get that row is Imbibe, right?
By the
Yeah.
way, I just want to confirm this is the 4th for Helios, Cumbug, Duo, Virgins, Recent Duo, now Demi-Humans, right? Yeah, that's 4.
he didn't do the Perfumer Cave. I'm surprised.
I know, that's shocking. That's an Alta's boss. He went for Apostle instead. I would have liked to see him do like Tree Scent Duo, Knight's Cav, and that Miranda Omen Killer.
By the way, guys, just so you know, there will be no post-game interview after this game 1. The players will have about 15 minutes or so to reset, and then we'll get straight into game 2, and we'll do post-game interviews at the conclusion of game 2, whether it goes 2-0 or 1-1.
Yib doing.
Oh, Yib's in trouble. Yeah,
One roll.
Yib's dead. Yib's dead.
Oh, that sucks. He went for an attack that's not really the most safe thing.
That
Yeah,
jump punish?
that jump punish
Yeah.
was not 100%er. Like that's an
God,
attack.
God.
You
Yeah,
can
that's
do it if
something.
you can change something a little, but yeah.
I think if you're at full vig for speed purposes, you just send it, right? But he was at like 30%. You unless he thought he was gonna stagger there, you just miscounted his poise. You just can't go for that, right?
Yeah, it's not a safe punish. It is a punish that everyone will basically do because they, in bingo, we want to just kill things fast. But it is not safe. It is possible to just get clipped.
Helios is gonna finish up duo
finished.
trio here. And you know what?
Yeah.
Thomas is making progress towards mounted bosses and duo trio right now, and he's probably
He's
gonna
gonna-
lose both.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
that's big for them.
Probably stops even killing this. Actually, he may finish killing it.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know that Helios already has 4 mounted bosses, right?
Yeah.
I would at least assume Tree-Scent Duo.
Yeah, Tree Scent Duo for sure, right? But he's done Tree Scent Duo, DTS, a Knight's Cav, or not a Knight's Cav, a regular Tree Scent, and then did he sneak a Knight's Cav in there?
The death right here, the death for Yib is actually fucking perfect. It is enough time to have pretended to have done PK. And Ellie would think that it probably is PK and that he's holding it because she just marked Crucible Talismans.
Mm-hmm.
So Yib would have the ability to just hold it.
By the way, what am I missing here for mounted bosses? Is Helios at 4 or 3 right now? Because I can only think of Tree Scent Duo, DTS, and Tree Scent. Did he sneak another Knight's Cav in there that I miss?
I can look through 1 second.
Loretta.
Oh,
Loretta.
Loretta. Thank you.
Yeah.
There goes the remembrances there for Yib.
Thomas doing Latenna.
The only
Yib is
thing
gonna have
is here,
do something about this road too, man.
I know he technically with the death could bait that for remembrances was EK, right? But I just feel like in this situation, if you're Thomas and Yib, there is absolutely no point to sit on Imbibe.
I think there's
Yeah.
a reason to.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't,
I mean,
because the only
knowing what
reason
Ellie's done-
The only reason I don't is because, like, I understand if you're going, like, absolutely, like, optimal best case scenario, I could see why. But, like, you're up 4 squares, right? Like, why are you risking leaving their best bingo threat open? To me, logically, you would just want to block their best threat immediately, right?
That's true. Yeah, you can shut
Because,
it down.
like, if you get
I mean,
imbibed,
I
you're,
would just-
if you
I
get
would just like
imbibed, you're,
them to
you're
waste
up.
more time on trying to get that line.
Yeah, I mean, but
Because
if you're up,
now, could just
yeah, if you're up 5 though, who gives a shit about wasting time? Like you're up 5 squares, right? Like yes, I understand it
I
would
guess
be a
that's
little
true.
bit more
Yeah.
optimal to waste their time, but like you're up 5, dude. Like, do you really need to waste another minute or 2?
You're right. You're right. Yeah, it is better just to probably get it. Shut down the board entirely. Leave no room for error. Like and reasonably, Yib could never have sat on Imbibe, even knowing that she marked Crucible Talismans. Because I think she was silent for quite a long time. And unless he thinks he sniped her, he probably thinks that maybe that road could be gone. He's going to bail now, which is
That makes
Okay.
sense, yeah. Well, he's gonna get. This is his 4th DLC boss.
Red Bear, Rolana, Lion, ADM. He'll finish with Dane most likely and lose NPC bosses.
Well, I don't even think he'll get to Dane in time because Ellie's going to Adon for her 4th right now.
It is about the mind games. That is.
Yeah. By the way, I just made the realization that it's the same choir that's on the Slave Knight Gale OST as well as the Rolana OST. It transitioned at the like choir into choir, and I was like, oh, it's the exact same one. Okay.
Nice.
Yep, he just equipped the May the Best
gonna
Win.
go Dane.
He's going to fight to Dane.
I mean, regardless though,
gonna
Dane's a
get-
DLC
Even if
boss.
this is NPC bosses, he's still going to take DLC bosses.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't.
Thomas. It's about to be an 11-6
Because he has
game.
Lion, Rolana, Bear, and ADM. So yeah, just go take this regardless.
Yeah, I think Thomas should look at finishing Lieutenant and going Placidus X now.
Yes, that'll once Giva gets this down, that'll put them at 12. Lieutenant plus Plassey would put them at 12.
Here goes mounted bosses.
There's no chance the Road 2 even pops off anyway, right? Like, there's just no time at this point.
There's a way.
Let's see. 7,
There's a
8,
way.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Because Thomas and Yibe would have to win 3 out of 5 with Latenna, Invaders, God Bosses, and Plassey.
Invaders is still on the board?
Yeah. Like Helios could potentially win. I guess Helios would need to win 3 of those. So yeah, maybe it is. Yeah.
Yib.
I was thinking he'd only need to win 2 out of 5.
If I'm Yib, I'm not even like I've now secured that I have ADM, so I can probably go do Bale if I have to do that block, you know? And
yeah,
exactly.
He's gonna go run. This is the smartest way to do it, I guess. Run, break the rune, and then I'd start working on Invaders. Invaders is so quick for Yib to get.
Yeah.
He has access to the ADM one, fast, Millicent, Nigerius, Roundtable one, and then you're missing one that you need to go find.
ADM?
No, I said ADM. I would personally do. I like doing Queeline.
I have a question. Why is Yib doing Bonnie skip instead of O Mother skip?
That I could not tell you. This may be. No, I mean he's seen people do stuff.
I'm sure
think that this is the place to break the rune or some weird thing.
Yeah, maybe just use this one because the only reason why it surprised me, Aaron, is that most people in our community are a lot more comfortable with O Mother skip than Bonnie, because for like we do a lot of DLC rando racing stuff. So like, for instance, I know that skip, right? But like I would not want to bet money that I have to get it first try, right? But I would bet a lot that I get O Mother skip first try, right? Like, and I think a lot of people in our community are like that. So that's why I'm a little surprised, because it's objectively slower to get to back section. Bonnie skip isn't. It's just as easy. If anything, the land it's just as free. The only thing, the spot that you initially jump to is kind of blind. So if you don't exactly know what to look for, it can be trickier. But it's effectively very similar.
Thomas is working on Invaders.
No.
Yeah.
I like. I mean, Plassey. I think Plassey's nicer, but it is also way longer, and maybe not like way longer, but you still have to do the whole Ferrum run.
It also depends on your comfortability with it.
He probably just wants to end with Plassey.
And he could be double prepping too, because he already has the grace, basically. He has the Colossal Hand grace, right?
Yeah. Helios knows that he'd be messing with his prio, and it really would be a good thing if Helios goes around and tries to take Plassey, because it makes him waste his time.
Why is
good thing for Ellie is that Yip is going to waste his time as well. I think he's going to grab his Bale. I doubt that
Ellie
he's going to...
physic reliant this whole time? Ellie has been physic reliant the entire game.
That's not a good thing. Really?
I
this
have
weapon?
no idea.
Let me see what the...
It's 24 strength, and Ellie has 10.
No, it's 26 strength. You need 18.
26 strength.
18 strength to two-hand. What? Huh.
That's crazy. I had no idea. I just now noticed right now. I mean, at this point...
she's in on the sunflowers, so we'll go full screen with her.
At this point, I think you just got to think of, like, how do I reset and get ready for game 2, right?
Yeah. I mean, there is a way into this game. There's a freak
You're
way.
still playing to win, of course. It's not like you're giving up, but I would...
I mean, with when it comes to Ellie and Helios, all they have to do is like, okay, well, just don't die next time. That's basically it. That is the reason why they got behind. Helios dying to Virgins, and then Ellie dying to Renala, which made her not so behind that that like it's unrecoverable, but it basically feels unrecoverable when you're the DLC player, because you don't know, because you know you're behind, so no matter what square you choose, you could be walking into a snipe.
Yeah, and meanwhile,
and so
Helios
the worst play.
went down there for Esker, yeah. Yeah, I think, when we talk about like you need to kind of prepare for game 2, right? It's not so much saying that like it's not like, oh, we're going to give up, right? But just like mentally detach a little bit, right? Like don't put it like just, for Thomas and Yebe, right? Like they still need to be all in on this game, right? And just laser focused on it. If they lose this game, right, it'd be devastating. For Ellie and Helios, right, you need to kind of look at it objectively and just, slightly mentally detach from it and just say like, you know what, we're going to keep playing this out. We made some mistakes. We'll correct them next game. They're easily fixable mistakes, right? But you don't want to live and die by this game anymore because you only have, 15 minutes and some change between games, right? So I've seen people lose, like, if anything, if you're going to lose game 1, it's better to lose like this. If you lose a heartbreaker in game 1, right, that game 2 is tough, right, on such a short turnaround.
Yeah, but going to Shadow Tree Avatar is insane to me.
This is a good thing. Not for Yib, obviously. It's a good thing for things on it.
Yeah.
But it is one of the worst things that could be happening.
Yeah, depending on which perspective you're from.
Because if you were to try to preps, like
Ellie's
Sentinel,
weapon
the
is not
most
wieldable
prep is-
anymore. The physic ran out.
No, she does still.
Yeah, but the
good
damage is still
with,
yellow.
Because
Still yellow
it is
damage.
strike.
Yeah. Also the frost. Does the frost
She also
even
has another
proc?
Frost. I believe all status effects get greatly diminished. So it's
yeah, like
almost impossible to proc.
technically yes, but realistically no. Right.
Oh my goodness, that's horrendous damage. The yellow damage was when it was frosted. Oh no.
It's still yellow.
Headshots are yellow.
And this
Headshots
is going to
are
be a
yellow.
snipe here because Yib's going in for it. But one of the problems is like Helios Esker has been a bastard for Helios, right?
Yeah.
And Thomas is going to get invaders, right? So 7-11 versus 9-12, right? I would almost prefer a 9-12 scoreline, right? Like, yes, your lead is 3 instead of 4, right? But you're only 1 square away instead of 2.
Yes. This is something. Yeah. As soon as you can get to 12, like I will stop holding squares if I can get
Here,
to 12.
I gotta leave the call real quick and come back because I got robot issues.
It just gives
All right,
you
mic
such a
check.
big advantage.
We're good. Okay.
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Big
I
kill
know.
by
I
Ellie.
was checking for you guys because when I leave the call, you guys cut off the broadcast, right? That's what I was saying. That's what I say when I leave, right? But you were still talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I was robotic. my bad.
Bird skip is actually slower for Plassey
No,
because
it's not your fault, Sure, by the way. It's on my end that you're roboting, right?
Yeah, because when you go into Plassey, you just run here and you just fall to the left. Otherwise, you'd have to go around, take the elevator, and jump across. I'm pretty sure somebody timed it. I just trust other people when they say things.
I mean, here this
everyone
is
does
the only way back here at this point. Ellie needs to win the Imbibe race and win the Bale race. That would get them to 12,
Yeah.
and they need Thomas to skill issue hard on Plassey. They need him to skill issue hard on Plassey.
Yes.
Helios just left Esger.
At this point,
Altogether.
Ellie does know that you did
Well,
not do Imbibe.
yeah, because he realizes like he might think that Thomas is going God bosses, which like realistically, I would if I would be in the same spot, I'd make the same play, right? Like because you kind of have to hope for a skill issue, right? And I think it's a lot more realistic that anyone, not just Thomas in particular, skill issues on Plassey than god bosses, right?
Looks like Thomas is doing a little bit of double prep. He got the Plassey Grace, which, by the way, for
this is
the
where you can
mod,
get 12.
we added a Grace right in front of Plassey's teleporter, since it's a important remembrance boss and the run back is horrendous.
Yeah,
it's a custom edition to this mod.
And just to be very clear, I'm not saying that I don't trust Thomas to kill Plassey, but I'm saying that like you have to play to your outs here if you're Ellie and Helios. And Thomas skill issuing to Plassey is like probably your most realistic out, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not that I would expect it to happen, it's just that the percentage is higher.
Gib just got blasted off the edge there, but he's alive because he quit out.
Yib, who notoriously had one of the worst times running through PK in like, what was that, like week 2, week 3, something like that?
It was against us, and I legit thought that he was holding it for so long that I was like, I bet you I can steal it because he's not going to expect me to go for it now.
There goes the exaltations for Helios.
Oh, Helios is now going to go finish god bosses.
I think he might get sniped though. I think the because it is technically 2-2, but one of Helios's 2 is Rick. Like Helios's 2 are Rick and Apostle. Thomas's 2 are Godfrey, which is also fast, but also gold free, right? He still has Rick available. Yeah. He still has this Apostle available. Like it'll be close, but I would imagine that unless there's a death or maybe even 2, Thomas should get this.
The run to Goldfree is just so long in comparison to the other stuff that Thomas will have to do, because Godric is so fast, right?
Yeah, I think Helios had to just fully sit on Exaltation there. He maybe would have had a chance to snipe god bosses if he just said, I'm doing god bosses and I'll pray to God he doesn't go to Exaltation. But actually this is working out because like Thomas is going for Plassey, and again this is the out, right? The out for tank and top here is you need Ellie to win these races, right? And you just need Thomas to skill issue, right? Like if there are no skill issues, there's no way for tank and top to win this game. They need to hope for skill issues. And Yebe's doing a smart thing here by double prepping. He grabs the Grace before PK, and then he's going to grab the Grace before Bale. It's very smart.
Yeah, they're in a leading position, so both of them are doing double prepping, which is the right way to try to close this game out. It just comes down to execution now, right?
Yeah, they just have to execute, but they've put themselves in a position to guarantee a win. If they don't make mistakes, but easier said than done, right? Of course, with players at this high level, you don't expect the mistakes to happen, but they can. We'll go full screen with Thomas here.
I bet you Ellie didn't know that attack specifically had a shockwave afterwards, and that's why she died. She's probably wondering how she died there. But
I mean, she might just be on tilt a little bit, right?
No, I would be surprised if anyone knew that attack specifically has like a shockwave hitbox, because she was nowhere near it and she got hit. And that's just how that attack works. You have to roll it late.
Yeah, this is Thomas here going for game. If I'm Yib here, I go grab the Bale Grace and then I go back to PK because higher percentage fight, right?
PK?
Yeah, then Bale. Yeah. Like if you have both Graces prepped, I guess I'm just saying like the probability of skill issue on Bale is much higher than PK, right?
Oh, yeah.
I would probably go get Sacred Blade after getting both Graces.
If you already have a Grace, I don't think Sacred Blade is faster at that point.
For what?
For PK?
For PK.
Like, yeah.
No, she has strike.
No, we're talking about for Yib. Regardless, though, I mean, this is Thomas here for game 1. Gets walloped there.
And it's possible if he gets double
He's
hit
down
right
to,
here.
I think, 2 or 3 flasks. He's a filthy pouch healer, so we can't see it very easily.
This fight is so long.
Yeah, it's very, and that's why, right? Like, you only realistically need, like, you know,
One death here.
probably more than one given the deficit, right? But 2 or 3, right? Like, on other fights, you might need 5 deaths, 6 deaths, right?
That is true. They are at 12 now, so all they need is just one.
Yep. And Yib is going PK here. I mean, again, it's going okay for tank and top, so long as Thomas dies. Right. If Thomas doesn't die, none of this matters.
Is Ellie whole imbibe here?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Doesn't look like it. I had to ask.
If you want the line,
Yeah, if you want the line, you do, right?
then you can't.
I mean, at this point, the line does win, right? Like, the line does win at this point.
Still PK.
Heal.
Go
Or
get
is
the
he
bail
not?
grade.
Thomas
Come
might be
back and
dead.
die.
Thomas, I don't know if he gets away
There's
from
no
these
way he
lasers.
survives this.
Is he
There's
far
no way.
enough? Oh my god,
coming.
what a roll.
Oh,
How in the
he's
fuck?
That was a
crazy.
crazy roll.
He had heals. This motherfucker.
I
Dude,
think
the
he's
sigh
out
of
now.
relief- The sigh of relief that he just had.
Yeah, that was an insane fucking roll.
Yeah, that was. I would have gotten hit. I would have just.
Oh yeah, I
was.
would be dead there.
There's no way.
Granted, I think he's dead. He
Oh,
died.
dies
He
here.
died. He
Yeah, I
died.
was
He
about to
died.
say.
Wait, because hold up. I mean, this is the comeback time, right? Ellie has to kill Bale before Ellie has to be the first one to kill the dragon. It's whoever kills their dragon first now. If it's Thomas or Yibe, Expedition 25 win. If it's Ellie,
Thomas is gonna pivot
tank and
lose
top
this
win.
square
Now Ellie is the farthest behind, right? But considering how devastating this was looking, right? This is the way better of a chance than I think they would have expected. And actually, Thomas is pivoting back for God bosses, so I don't think Thomas will be able to kill PK before Ellie could kill Bale. Or sorry, kill Plasty before Ellie could kill Bale. So at this point, it's all down to Yibe versus Ellie. Yibe has the advantage. He got there first, right? Again, Ellie's really good at Bale, but Yibe's also good at it. Probably need a death because Ellie's still so far behind. But
This is awesome. At the start of the season, legit, I think you could push against this team. You could push a line with Bale, and you know you would get it because Yib legit says that he could not kill Bale at the beginning.
yeah,
of the
I mean,
season.
Yib
Ever
really
since then, he's
learned.
practiced, and
He really learned DLC bingo on the fly, right? Because these guys, you know, they played in the rookie event. They're rookies to the open event, right? First time playing in open, and neither of them had played DLC before this, right? Like Yib played in. Holy shit! Oh my god, how is he alive? I thought that second lightning strike was gonna kill him. I'm just gonna shut up.
I was about to say, do you got the epic music on, bro?
Yeah, of course.
This is what we need.
They can barely hear you. So loud. Beautiful. I mean, at this point, Ellie's there. So at this point, if he dies, they are going to be even or Ellie's actually ahead.
Yes.
Like, this has to be the attempt. Otherwise, it's a coin toss. Still has 6 heals left. Still looking pretty good.
That's too close, no. Bro's aura farming.
Gets hit there. All right, 5 heals, still looking solid.
After this game, I'll teach him how to avoid.
All right, Ellie's now in on
getting
Bale.
everything.
I mean, the health bar is low enough, or like, if Ellie has the Bale fight of all time, there's a chance she could catch, especially because with that hammer, she will be getting considerably more poise damage and stance breaks. That being said, it really has to be the Bale fight of her life, but Yimei gets tagged there, and now the second one comes in. He might be dead here. He dies. Yimei goes down. Yimei's dead, and Ellie just died at the same time as well. It is 50-50. It is 50-50. Ellie's no longer physic dependent. Ellie's no longer physic dependent. That's not an issue. This would be, I mean, this would just be devastating for Thomas and Yub. Yeah. Like for Ellie and Helios, if they end up losing here, they can say, you know what, we did an amazing job by coming back and making it so close, right? For Tom, like, you know, let's go get their ass in game 2. For Thomas and Yib, this would be fucking devastating.
Yeah, and Helios is going to beat Thomas to God bosses right now, too. So it just comes down to Bale.
Actually, Helios is not as far ahead as it looks. Hold up. Because the stream delay,
I don't know if Thomas has done Soldier of Godric yet.
He did.
He did?
I think so.
Oh my god, it may... Holy shit.
Wait, hold up.
This is the race.
Wait. I'm flipping
We're
it.
looking at the... Yeah. He gets to propose too.
He gets the riposte. Oh my god.
No, Thomas doesn't need Plassey. Thomas does not need Plassey. Is this 5?
I don't know. He's looking like he is.
Look at the way he's sitting. Look at his expression.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wait, he did Rick, Apostle.
Holy shit!
He 100% did Rick, Apostle, Godfroy.
I'm checking back.
Rick, Apostle, Godfroy,
I saw him.
Goldfrey.
Godfroy, Rick, Godric.
How did he make that up?
My god, dude.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, he did.
His Margit was already dead. That was it. Because he killed Morgott. Margit was already dead. That's how he caught.
No way.
That's how he caught.
There's no way.
That's insane.
Oh, dude, Yibba is actually melting Bale this fight too. If you look.
Yeah, I was about to say on the right side, it looks like they were gonna get it anyway, but
like holy shit, what? An
I need
ending.
to teach Yib how to avoid that
You're so
lightning
focused
strike.
on Bale, dude.
Well, yeah, because I didn't think about the fact, because he should never have made it, except for the fact that when you kill Morgott, Margit dies. That's the only reason why he was able to catch.
Holy shit!
I'm
what
literally in shock, dude.
They're like,
I just looked down. I was like, you know, captivated by the Bale fights, and I looked down and I see both Helios and Thomas at the gate to Stormvale, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and
Is this the last one?
you were talking about that, and I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, he did Soldier of Godric. I'm guessing he needs this one and one more. And then I was like, wait a second. This is his last one.
yeah. And I'm going to give the players a little bit more. I'm gonna give him 20 minutes because that was crazy. So we'll start at we'll start here in 18 minutes from this point. I just sent them.
I can see them in chat. Ellie asks, how close was Bale? And Yiba says dead now. And Elmis says, oh, okay. So that's actually like good for tank and top, because Ellie's basically asking like, you know, was I gonna win if I killed Bale? And since Yiba says like, oh, I was gonna get it anyways.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a sigh. That's like, it makes it easier to go into the next game, right? But holy shit, like they brought that back. I was thinking it was completely over, and I was calling it right when Ellie was fighting Shadow Tree Avatar, and they almost got the bingo and won the game right there. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, I mean, in a way, I do believe because Thomas and Yebe won, that sets us up for a better game too, I think. Because I will say, I think if Ellie and Helios somehow snuck that out after how far behind they were, that might have been... Game 2 would have been almost impossible to win for Thomas and Yebe, just mentally.
Lose the second
right?
game if I won like that. There's like no world you could lose.
Bro.
Yeah, right. Like you're because yeah, like you're writing insane vibes, right? Versus your opponents who are just crushed, right? Like if it was like, you know, we see it in normal sport, in like you know, the NBA or the NFL or whatever, or not the NFL because it's best of one, but like the NBA especially, or hockey, where like there'll be games 2 or 3 days later, right? And you can't recover from that. Like 15 minutes is almost, I mean, thankfully you guys are both computers, so you don't feel emotions, so it may not affect you guys. But for any normal team, right? You know, it would have been, I mean, it would have been so difficult, but it's a great game. It was a great game. And I think it sets us up for a great game too, right? I think because there are positives to take away from both teams. For tank and top, yeah, we lost, but the second half of the game, they played very well, right? There were just some mistakes.
Fucking hell, man. I was 4 seconds from the shit.
Thank you, Dr. Rambler. But you know, like the early game was not good for them, right? Like that was a disaster of an early game, and to come back and make it as close as it is, I think you just say, you know what, we're not going to have those problems again, and we'll get them in game 2, right? And for Thomas and Yebe, you won game 1, right? Like you won game 1, plain and simple. It wasn't as clean as they probably would have wanted, but you won game 1, ride those vibes into game 2.
I really would only say there's one like tactical mistake from Thomas and Yebe, and that's like going Scatter Tree Avatar after Ellie marked Crucible Talismans. Like if you're if like double prep PK Bale, do that way earlier. Like just don't even bother Scatter Tree Avatar. Like you know Ellie went back section, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a bad call. I also think they could have just I would have sent to I guess I would have sent Thomas to like just do Plassy or God Bosses, and if I'm the DLC player, NPC Invaders is really fast, and I would be going. I figured you would just do that. Right. That allows him to get a quick square, and then like now you have to somehow Healing has to deal with Plassy and God Bosses. Can't get them both.
That was such an insane game, dude. Like my heart is still racing from the end of that game.
Yeah, I especially because I think that's what, as a commentator, that kind of gets your heart rate up a little bit more, right? Is like the like shot to the system when it's like, okay, like it looks pretty. You always know there's a chance, right? But we're pretty realistic here, right? You know, we're not gonna, if a game looks over, we're not gonna. You know, sometimes I do the content creator thing and try to like make it sound like it's more hype than it is, but I'm not gonna oversell it, right? But because of that, sometimes when you have those games where, you know, that low percentage chance of the comeback like starts to become real, it's like a huge jolt to the system, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. 6-7. The Cannibals streak is 6-7 right now, by the way. That's crazy.
Here's the thing. It's like I think for tank and top, I think they're like sitting there like, damn, we were that close, and we played bad. They're probably thinking that they can take the next game. And as for Expedition 25, they know they can beat them again.
Yeah.
As long as just
Right.
play your game and don't
Well,
don't go for Scattertree Avatar.
I think like what who said makes sense. Like I think Ellie Helios, they're more experienced, and I think they're more apt to like bounce back. And just even the way that the game played out, right? Like they were losing they had like a 4-square deficit at one point, and then they come back and they almost win, right? So for them, it's like we pushed it to the end, right? Like no complaints there. Thomas and Yebe, both, newer players with respect to experience. They both came from Rookie Rumble before even joining Golden Order, right? So they're like the ones that are here they have something to prove, right? For them, like losing the first game, I think that would be worse, like mentally speaking, than it is for Ellie Helios right now. But then winning, that's kind of what they need to go into the next game. But Ellie Helios, they may come out with a vengeance, dude.
Yeah.
And this may supercharge them even more, right?
And the other thing too is like, I don't want to speak for Thomas and Yebe, right? I don't know, and Thomas and Yebe don't if you guys want to talk in the chat, but like please just get ready for game 2, right? Like please just get ready for game 2. Do not feel pressured to chat, right? Especially because I might be talking about some stuff that might stress you out a little bit for content, right? Because I'm going to be talking about what you might be feeling. So if anything, it might be best for you guys if you want to close the stream. I'll tell you that right now.
Because
I don't want to put a bad thought in your head, basically, is what I'm trying to protect you from, because I don't know how you're feeling and I'm going to be speculating, right? Anyways, though, you kind of got to wonder a little bit. Like, I don't know what Thomas and Yebe were kind of thinking going into this set, right? Obviously on paper, it's like the 4-5 matchup, right? But Helios is the best player in this league, maybe the best player in this league in the history, right? Definitely the best to never win, right? And Ellie was an amazing player last season, right? And has been just on another level this season, right? Thomas and Yebe, they've been amazing in terms of Golden Order debuts, right? It's hard to compete with Shura's last season, right? But they've done incredible. Maybe you wonder, right? Like, I don't know if they were really expecting, like, how much they were expecting to win this series. And now that you win game 1 and it's like, holy shit, we're 1 game away from, beating Ellie and Helios, like, does it become a lot more real, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Center square and how many DLC squares? I'm going 11 in Mesmer.
10 DLC squares and Altus Hero's Grave.
Oh wow, it's DLC heavy. Holy shit, 7 is 7 the lucky number? How many do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And NPC bosses as the center square. Like
and
that.
Imbued keys.
Yeah, NPC bosses especially like is a DLC square really. So that's like 13 basically. So really DLC heavy board here. Average is average is supposed to be about like 10, 11. For some reason for me, average seems to be about like 8. But a really DLC heavy board on this game. In terms of some of the bigger kills that you can expect to see, obviously that Scattertree Avatar again, Dancing Lion Devonia. Imbibe rears its head again. No big dragons on this board. Moog, Lord of Blood here. We do have a couple. You have these DLC Colossal Armaments only, so that probably will indicate Renala, unless you want to go for it on the Lion. But I'm gonna hand it over to you guys. What are some of your thoughts on this board here, boys?
Go ahead, Sai. I took it last time from you. I'm sorry.
All right. I can speak to the base game a little bit. I tend to look for like synergies, like obvious openers that lead into synergies. This board isn't super heavy with base game synergies, but you do have Misbegotten Crusader, 4 bosses in Snowfield Mountaintops, and 3 unique Royal Revenants. So one thing that you can do, Makar Rush, go kill the Misbegotten Crusader. Go get Sacred Order after doing that. Take that Ash of War, go over to Ordina Town, get that grace, go kill the Deathrite Bird, get a lot of money from killing that, your second Snowfield / Mountaintops boss, and prepped for unique Royal Revenants. And then probably do the other Deathrite Bird in Mountaintops, and maybe even Fire Giant. I don't know, but the other thing to consider as a base game player is getting into the DLC, right? So Moog is very, very tempting on this board, especially with Rem right next to it. Moog gives you a ton of money. If Moog has a good weapon, you get enough money that you could probably wield it, right? So that's probably like one of the biggest hurdles to using a Remembrance weapon is like, is it even wieldable, right? But if you kill Moog, you get 420,000, right? So that's
Thomas also just found heal. They have heal. Yeah. They have heal. Hopefully one of the yeah.
And if you do it,
Revenants.
I believe, if you do it all, you get slightly under 100k. I think it's like 90k.
Are Ellie and Helios going to check Corn? I don't know that they've checked it.
I would be shocked.
That's a lot
Ellie
of
checked.
money,
Okay.
Dude.
They're just not looking at it.
Ellie checked. Okay, got it. Chat, make sure to gamble here, by the way. I know the game is open for like another 10 minutes or so. I will close it in just a minute or two. So get your gambas in now.
Helios and Thomas both have Dragon Scale Blades, so we might actually see a deviation from the Makar Rush.
Yeah, they may be looking at Virgins here.
I mean, it could also mean Makar Rush. Dragon Scale's still 30% bonus damage on Makar, right? Like, it could be either or.
My God, man.
Yeah. It's good for both.
Yeah, dude, Dragon Scale Blade, obviously it can be done on Misbegotten Crusader, but I'm less tempted to rush that. Now, if Borealis was on the board, I'm going in.
Yeah, I think
that's good.
A big square for me looking at this for the base game players, there's two. It's going to be Mogor to Blood and DLC boss with a Remembrance weapon only. This board is so DLC heavy. I think it's pretty, I think the winning team will probably need their base game player to steal a square or two in the DLC, right? So if you're able to get one of your remembrances and a square at the same time, I just think it's going to be super important.
Yes, Moog is one of the biggest things, and if I was personally playing against this team, I know that they would love to send Helios to go into the DLC, so I would be highly prioritizing Moog getting off the board as fast as possible.
Helios is definitely looking at Crusader here because he just grabbed the Stone Sword key to open that tunnel or that cave, and he's going hard EG. So it's looking like Helios is potentially going Makar while Thomas is going for the Academy key, and that's most likely going to be a Virgin's play.
Yep. I wonder.
Gamba's still up, Darls. If you refresh, I'll close it. I'll close it in 90 seconds here. Once really the game timer hits 3 minutes, I'll close it.
This is actually really strong because as long as he gets the Church of the Cuckoo Grace inside, he'll be able to do imbued keys and ritual pots, leaving Yib to not even have to do those for later in the game. And ritual pots can be done if he does do the Clean Route Night skip. He can go to Bofa Duo that way.
Actually, I think Helios is also going for the Academy key, though. So maybe not Makar for Helios.
I think he meant to upgrade first, I guess.
He checked the parry. He did the small shield check looking for a parry shield. I'm going to go refresh really quickly here. We're having some stuttering going on.
Yeah.
He'll be back in a second. Don't panic. There we go.
One of the plays I was looking for is something that you can immediately bounce to due to the fact that you have a lot of money. Crusader will give you that, and you can immediately go to Okina. in that way. And you could be, I would actually be looking for Thomas and Helios to probably be looking at Fire Giant for one of the remembrances they want to take into the DLC.
I do think this board, these are the boards that Ellie and Helios really like. So we'll see. They like DLC heavy boards, so we'll see if it favors them.
It favors them if they can get Moog.
Yeah, I mean, like we'll see how it actually favors them in practice. I'm just saying, I know based on they always like these DLC heavy boards, like that's their favorite type of boards to play, right?
Yeah, that is true. No, I say Fire Giant solely because if you do Okina, you might as well do Fire Giant as one of your Snowfield Mountaintop bosses. Gets you a remembrance and also a unique one that your DLC player's not going to have. Since they're doing Godric and Nala, you're going to be able to check for a different weapon if those are busts.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, because Rem. I mean, Moog Lord, like early square, like Crusader or something into Moog Lord of Blood, into maybe another other square into Rem could be very strong for the base game player.
Oh wait, it isn't. It's not Rem. It's Colossal.
No, there's
Hey,
two
you can
different
get a
ones.
Colossal.
There's two different ones. There's Rem base game or either, like not DLC specific, and there's Remembrance
Oh, I
Colossal
see.
in the DLC. There's two different squares.
Triple mark
I see, I
incoming.
see. Yeah, no, I was mistaken with the.
Shadows
I was
Sunflower Blossom is a remembrance weapon and a colossal weapon, and the base game player uses it to kill the dancing lion. They get all three at once.
Ooh, okay, good. He got the quit out in time.
Oh,
Oh,
Yiba.
You failed the skip. Did he get the second part of it? Is he on the
No
second
way,
part?
dude. He jumped like on the side of it. I don't
Oh,
even know
Yiba's
what
in
the
some
heck
trouble here.
Helios has a very
if he doesn't-
significant.
If he doesn't load in immediately, just
Yeah,
Jump
we're gonna
and
go
shit.
big screen with Yiba because he's having some problems.
Did- I think he just quit out the desktop. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
I-
really bad. I mean, we don't stop the game for that, but that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, that's bad, but in that scenario, I think you kind of have to because
I mean, you have to quit out, not to desktop,
elevator. I mean, you're not getting out of the quit to desktop prompt and getting the quit out before you die,
but yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's just gonna do it the normal way. That's fine. It doesn't even really matter being behind on this board. It is kind of crazy to say that because it's like, it's a lot of DLC. Obviously, you want to be into the DLC first, but that only really matters for the first square. It doesn't matter at all for the next type of squares you're gonna go for.
Yeah, but it could matter. I think more so the way that it would matter would be for just your mental, right? Like, you know,
That's
especially because they know, like, you know, Thomas and Yibe came into the chat, right? Like, personally, I don't recommend the players. Like, if I were them, I would not recommend coming in after your games. Like, I would just focus up. But they both teams chose to come and like talk, right? Which you're welcome to do. But they kind of know, like, one of the biggest reason why we won that game is because like Ellie and Helios made mistakes in the early game and we didn't, right? And then you open up with a little mistake. I don't know. Could get to you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I wouldn't say the reason they lost was because of the mistake. Helios did say in chat that he just didn't see the Ultis synergy and how strong that was.
And we're
They-
gonna switch
they
off
must-
the Red Wolf to
they
watch
must do
Helios with
that part.
Virgins here.
Big.
Absolutely huge. Helios's Virgins was faster than Ellie's Red Wolf. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
not
this
the
is rather
cleanest Red Wolf for Ellie. It
I
gets
think
through
about
it. Yebe is about to walk into Red Wolf, but we'll go with Thomas here to see his versions. It's the much scarier fight. Thomas is a hallway tech enjoyer. Not good RNG though, for the not what you want.
No, you got it.
You got it there.
Perfect. Well, if it was buffed, that would be dead. Actually, you may have it
Yeah,
already.
he's got it. He's got the first one down. They have like no health. This is less than 10 vig for sure. All right, and he does get through, and Yebe gets through as well. All right, all 4 players are through the first fight. Tank and top have the early lead. Both teams are doing the same routing. Virgins for Helios and Thomas. Red Wolf for Ellie and Yebe.
Ellie is eyeing really hard to get into the DLC here.
I think
She
Ellie
probably wants to go-
fucked up though. She didn't put wild strikes on.
Oh no.
I think I was gonna use magic grease.
I mean, she can
Yeah,
use
but
magic grease, but you still
That's
want
not
wild
enough for
strikes.
one
I don't think
Yeah,
you can one
probably.
cycle without wild strikes.
Oh, you're so right.
I don't-
Yeah. The
Yeah.
first phase, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, that's the problem, yeah. Well, we'll see. Bleed.
see.
Ellie's gonna find out right now. Let's see if Ellie kicks just out of habit and not realizing that Wild Strikes isn't on.
This
Yep,
is kind of
she
what
does.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
no.
crazy, dude.
This is
Like,
the type
oh.
of mistake that is so easy to make in
Yeah,
these
and she
games
was
because
never.
you're just
You know,
moving fast.
you need to.
I
She
mean, the
needs to
damage
be.
is fine, dude.
The damage is
It's a-
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It just
it'll be a 2-cycle.
Yebe very well might one cycle here, right? Like the advantage that
Yebe
she
does.
had
This-
might be
this
gone.
can.
The kick.
Mhm.
The other thing too is wild
Hey.
strikes is so easy on your stamina, right? Like that's a huge reason why it's
With
so
hammers,
good.
It is so strong on
And
this,
both
yeah.
Helios and Thomas, I don't know how Thomas made up so much ground. Maybe Helios went to upgrade or something, but both of them are actually in the Cave of the Fallen, and Thomas is effectively ahead here because Helios sits to level and fixes flasks.
I wonder if Thomas is going to.
Okay, Yebe missed out on the
grab
one cycle as well, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
Ooh.
wasn't a big loss. I mean, it'll still be faster probably.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean a few seconds, but it actually will not matter. Really
See
good dodges
if
there
Wild
from Ellie.
Strikes comes in
I'm
clutch in
surprised it couldn't.
phase 2 or not.
Yip's probably surprised too. He's like, "What? I feel like I would have."
Yeah,
Feel,
Wild
I've done
Strikes.
this
It
back in-
might be because he has. I mean, he does have heavy attunement. Maybe standard would have been better.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I just remember doing this rush with this weapon. Maybe I had more strength, like just a little bit more strength to where.
And
Like, that
we're
was
gonna
enough.
say goodbye to the Renala here in just a second, because
This
All
is
right.
the most nerve fight.
okay, Ellie gets through, but we got a Supersonic Crusader race. Yeb is gonna get through. Should get through as well here.
Both players
Dream
are
delay actually is on the side of
respectively
Thomas.
one.
Thomas is about 2 seconds in the pass, meaning that if they get the kills at the exact same time on screen, Thomas will mark the square.
That's good to know. Sprinting
Crazy
R2
thing
does
is,
make no
Thomas
stagger.
went into the lab with this boss and this weapon in particular.
He's not doing the strafe though. That was a great jump punish. Thomas is well ahead at this point. I don't think Helios has gotten a stagger yet. He's fighting very cautiously and not getting stance breaks.
Good on him to feel there.
Yeah.
Helios dies. And Thomas, oh my god, he got it.
Dude. Oh! That was so close.
And that death really sucks because that's a mountaintop snowfield boss, right? It's not only the square, but it's a mountaintop snowfield boss and is super valuable. What, like, well, how many runes? 95,000?
You get
60 plus, right?
No, 95. 95.
95?
Yeah.
You don't get 95. You get like 60 or you get like 75 or something, but you get 20k in the
Yeah.
cave.
No.
No, I mean he
you
has
get
95.
95.
He has 95
Yeah,
even on his
95.
character.
Yeah, he didn't pop a rune. I think. Yeah, I don't remember it being at that much, but
Maybe
but
he was
I
at
didn't
ni-
see if he grabbed the rune in there. There's an extra 20k just on the way to the Crusader.
It's
So you
also at he could have been at the time of night where you do just straight up get bonus runes.
Yeah, no, okay, I just checked it. It drops 93k.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. He had 2,000 going in. That's why I got it mixed up because I thought he popped the 20,000 first, but off by 1 digit.
Helios is going to do Bofa Duo, or is there something else over here that I'm missing? I think he is going to go do Bofa Duo.
How did
He's
Helios
ritual-
get behind? Because Helios killed virgins so much earlier, and I thought he may be upgraded or something, but he clearly didn't. This is a skip up to the Clean Rot Night Cave, but you grab the Somber 5 and then can skip up to the Clean Rot Night Cave. It's finicky, as you can see.
I'm not
Helios
a big
got,
fan.
so Helios got behind because I wonder if Thomas started with Stone Sword Keys. No, so Thomas goes immediately to buy Stone Sword Keys with the Virgin's money, but Helios goes from Gatefront all the way to the free Stone Sword Key at Stormhill Shack.
Ah. Dude, Helios is really...
So
the skip is no longer saving time.
It's still dangerous. Like he still might die here. Just this, he needs to get onto that rock so that he can make it.
All right.
I don't know if he knows the last part of this. Okay, yeah, he fell.
He has to quit out, though. He fell.
Oh. Is there something else with Clean Run Night Duo that happens here?
Yeah, and he does respawn in, but he's like way back down there.
He just has to jump on the rock on the
Literally
left.
just the ritual pod. I'm
He's
pretty
jumping
sure,
way
like
too
from
far to the
here.
left.
Yeah, he's jumping way too far. It's closer in. Yes.
All right, he
He's
does
going
get
to
it.
the top of this branch now. Oh wow. Okay.
Ooh, that's how he does it.
Very interesting.
I don't know why Disgrace. I think he just wants to grab it and leave now because he wasted that much time. I think that's why he's doing this.
Well, Thomas is just going to upgrade here, and the biggest thing is not honestly, like yes, the snipe is huge, but also the runes, man. Like if Helios, if Helios gets the kill and just gets sniped, it's a lot. He's in a lot worse spot because he died, right? Like if it's just a snipe and he gets the kill, you still get the mountaintops boss and you still get the money, right? He lost everything there.
He did lose
He lost
everything.
everything, and he's now gonna have a +8 weapon. Thomas is gonna have a +9. This is another advantage.
He did lose everything, but on the bright side, everything else. The reason Thomas is currently going for upgrades is because it is not safe to contest any of the other squares.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't have been done at that time. So that's the only benefit for Helios, because otherwise, Because if Thomas just kills Crusader and immediately is like, boom, goes to Okina, or boom, is going to like Moog Lord of Blood, like that is crushing.
Yeah.
Thomas is going to the Putrid Avatar. It's a Snowfields boss. Also, you get the
200K.
Thorny Cracks here from this one. So it really
Yep.
heads up build decision here.
And both Ellie and Yebe are continuing to take the same line through Taylus.
I would actually hope for Helios to go and do this Avatar as well. Unless he goes to Moog.
What happened to all of Thomas's money? He had 95,000
He
runes.
bought talismans. He bought talismans. He just said, I'm going to hit list this to get my money and I'm going to buy talismans.
Okay.
Because he
Yeah,
has
that's
rotten winged and some type of
Oh, he
defensive
has
talent.
Dragon Crest.
Yeah, he has
Ryan Wing.
and Crimson Seed, I think. And he goes down. He is in stake
Oh.
range, but he goes down.
I was about to say, I don't know why he got in this horse. It's more dangerous to get on your horse in that tiny arena.
Yeah.
You don't have really
I
too much control.
I'm looking in the direction I'm running so I don't get stuck on stuff. At least that's what I try to do. But
Yeah, he bought Dragon Crest, Crimson Seed, and Rotten Winged, so that's where all his money went.
interesting choice.
And Helios is going straight Moog.
I
Ellie
would have
did
expected Moog for
uh,
Thomas, but
Ellie he's in the Forge first and is going to end the Forge first. Not by much. And I am curious what squares they're going to go for next.
Honestly, Bellarat's seems really good here.
Bellarat, you want Lion, Wolf Lion, Bear, Hippo bosses is not going to go your way, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, you also mark the Prio on Tree Spirit.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. I think Golden Hippo to open is pretty strong. If
Yeah.
you're defaulting, like if you're like, okay, I'm going to choose what to... No, you've missed a stone. Okay.
Dude, that would be devastating. That would be absolutely devastating.
Luckily, I didn't know that... Okay, the most devastating thing...
Dude, Thomas is in hell here.
what the hell was that, Thomas, dude?
Is Thomas dead, or...
You're
No,
discounting-
he's
he
alive,
just-
but
the way
this
he
is...
dodged that attack
Yeah,
was
this has
insanity.
gotten real sketch. He's also gotten some bad RNG. Normally, the Putrid Avatars don't do Elden Stars Jr. nearly as much as the regular ones, right? So in his defense, he has gotten some bad RNG, but... I also think he's kind of making a mistake. I know he's going for stance breaks, but I think just R1 spam with Rotten Winged and everything would have been better. Yeah, like that R1 spam did so much damage. But he does get through it.
Yep, that's his second no field boss, and Thorny Cracks tier, some money. He can get some health finally.
Doing this, he should know that he should lose Moog. I would go immediately to Okina and try to do Royal Revenants.
He's buying Stone Sword keys.
Stone Sword keys. Sage's Cave? Nope. NPC bosses. What's an NPC? Nope. What needs
Yeah.
Stone Sword keys here? I don't. Spirit Caller? There's no reason to do that.
Yeah,
I know
No.
that's odd.
He'll show us eventually. He's gonna do Lightning Ram now. Get a fast square. That's good.
Maybe. Oh, no. Side Tomb doesn't take Stone Sword keys.
No. Yeah.
He's looking at Sage's Cave.
Yeah, he's looking at Sage's Cave.
Maybe he thought that Sage's Cave needed Stone Sword
Yeah,
keys.
he might have gotten Sage's Cave and Unsightly confused. And it looks like Ellie's opener here is going to be with the hippo. Or, sorry, the bear.
Right there into
Ralva.
Golden. Yeah, she just wants the Wolf Lion Bear Hippo square. It's good.
Yeah, that would be good row 2 pressure too. And actually, if
And Yib is going Bellarat.
gets a good, oh well, that should be good for Yib then, because row 2 could be pretty threatening once Moog and 4 bosses goes,
Yeah.
because Moog gives you a really good remembrance weapon check.
Valley's not careful here. The terrain can memer. especially because there is like a random red bear, tiny red bear over there that hits harder than this boss. By the way, I don't know why it hits so hard.
Oh, a big bleed with the kukri there. This is horrible terrain.
Oh, and Helios may get sniped here.
Ellie just gets rocked.
Thomas didn't go for lightning ram. He went and got the sentry's torch.
Oh, it happened where it's like, oh yeah, you should just jump the attack. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you're standing at the front of the red bears, you cannot jump the pull up. You have to roll it.
Okay, I'll pull up. Hop out at the after party. Me and all your friends, and Ellie got naughty, and she died. She didn't block the scream.
I don't know. Yeah, that wasn't a block, right?
No, she didn't block it.
Unfortunate. It looked like she was.
We got Helios here going for Mogul to blood.
Early mode.
Yeah, it is
Aggressive
unfortunate.
gameplay.
It's one of those situations where legit, if she just continues walking diagonally to the right and just rolls, she avoids the scream entirely.
Yep.
But that's what happens. Red bears get you. Moog, though.
Well, I was already singing a little jingle, and then she died, and I wasn't expecting it, and I had to free ball it. I don't know what you want from me. But no. Rambler, I told the story yesterday how I was in a play in 3rd grade, and there was like there were 4 actors in it, and we were all supposed to have long singing portions, but I was so shit at singing, they gave me a monologue instead. In 3rd fucking grade, they said, you can't sing. Monologue.
Ellie got the same
You
bleed.
need to let go of this 3rd grade trauma, brother.
Yeah.
Thomas doing the skip. Does he get it? No. Actually, I don't know if he got it. I don't think so. Helios. Hitless, I believe.
Yeah, outside of Nihil, which doesn't count.
Yeah, that's scripted damage. You're allowed to take a hit.
You know, you're also allowed to get struck by environmental lightning.
Yep.
Are you?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't understand that rule.
I can explain to you why.
What
it's-
scenario arose?
I've been shocked on the way to bail,
it's-
and I lost the run like that.
It's the scenario where it arose is people were tired of every so often losing a run because you go cheese the Knight's Cav and Dragon Barrow and then you run to Faroth, and by the furling blooms you can get hit by the lightning there. That's why.
So they're like, yeah, that's not a hit, just cause.
I mean, it is just RNG. Like, you could avoid it, but yeah.
Fucking lightning flowers. What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, Team
Wings.
Hitless...
Oh, you almost got
Look,
the wing hit.
I mean, Team Hitless does a great job, but at the end of the day, the rules are arbitrary, right? Like, Gino uses different rules than Team Hitless in his runs.
Yeah.
I'm not
Which,
gonna lie,
to
I
be
always
fair,
thought
he
the
can get
lightning
away
hit-
with because he's Gino, right? Like, yeah.
He does some illegal stuff that I can't remember.
I can tell you what he does. On weapon-only runs, he uses, like, other stuff. Like, in the past, he particularly used, like, Glintblade Phalanx on Roger's Rapier, which, like, is technically not allowed on a weapon-only run.
He's done something else too.
particularly for.
I remember Cronus telling me.
All right, there goes Sage's Cave and Moog. Very nicely done by both of them.
Big money.
For the stranded run, particularly, he just spawns in Fire Knight's Greatsword after killing one of the Fire Knights.
Oh yeah, for some of his like weapon only runs, he also spawns in the weapon. Yeah.
Because you don't want to farm it. I also will do the same. I ain't farming.
He only verifies his. To be fair, like the only stuff he cares about, he will care about getting verified are like the really big runs, like the world's first type of stuff. Like, why would Gino give a shit about verifying Magma Whip only, right?
The prestigious Magma
Yeah.
Whip only run.
I'm just gonna actually mark Tree Spear and Ballarat to immediately block the Diag here. Also to show a threat on the row, because that, or not the row, the column is actually a problem. Because
Dancing
they
Lion.
have, yeah, Dancing Lion, and you're behind on mountaintops, you know that.
Oh, Helios just killed the Ash Boar Lightning Ram Scarab. Thomas is on his tail. There's no way that Thomas beats him to this.
Nope, Thomas is getting sniped here, so that column's dead. He would have
Ellie
been dead anyway if Ellie just kills Golden Hippo. She would just do Devonia. I personally prefer Ellie's play just because it gives me a lot of room to do a bunch of other stuff. I can either feed into Wolf Lion Bear Hippo, I can feed into Golden Hippo, or like 3 hippos, or I can do Devonia. Those are like,
Yeah.
like I can do 3 different squares depending on how the base game is going for Psy. That's usually how I would look at that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ellie and Helios are in a perfectly fine spot here, but you know, if you just look at the scoreboard, which, you know, we all know that the scoreboard can kind of lie sometimes, right? But sometimes you do look at the scoreboard and go, we're down 3-1 in a game that we have to win, right?
Yeah.
True, I guess. Luckily, Crusader was in a must-win, in my opinion, for this board.
Yeah, Helios
Just
kind of
because-
atoned for his sins with the Moog, right? Because the money issues and stuff aren't there anymore. And wait, hold up.
if he
This
lost
is wait,
Moog-
wait, hold up. This is a fucking lightning ram race.
No, Helios gets this. Like, he's been
Helios
here.
has
For,
it, dude.
yeah. I don't even know how many he has, but he should be close to being done.
I can see the bodies of fallen soldiers on
All
Thomas'
right,
screen.
he got
but-
it. Can we just double check
Yeah, I
that he
can
got
verify
10,
it.
please? And we're gonna go back with our DLC players. Ellie gets that down. Now Yibe's in on Lion. We are
Dude, I'm
double
copying-
checking
I'm
the
copying
sheep count.
Wolf Lion, by the way, this is beautiful. He actually has a good sheep tech here. Like,
That
unironically.
Players hide until the playoffs.
Yeah, this is what
Is
he's
it the
been
quit
hiding.
out tech? Is it the quit out tech that I always wondered if it was good and no one ever checked?
No, he uses the thing we do in Random Docalypse to get it to the Crucible Mega Original. That's what he does.
Yeah. Did
And
he
just
get 10?
lined up.
How is that any better, dude?
Well, I'm
Like
seeing if
it's
he gets
actually
10.
slower, dude.
Thomas is going back to continue to work on mountaintop snowfield bosses.
You are safe.
He got 10.
Yes.
All right, we're good.
It was getting a little close there.
Ellie's gonna finish Wolf Lion Bear Hippo. There it goes. But Yib goes down there to the Dancing Lion.
Yeah, Frost Phase is kind of nasty. I know Wind Phase is everyone's least favorite, but I also don't like Frost Phase.
Shadow, trust me, as much as I do root for the team that is losing, right? Like, you know, I don't want.
Even if you got 8, let it go to game
Yeah, as much as I wish we could, right? We got to check it, right?
Right.
Because
Hell
I mean,
no.
in a playoff set, I'll always win a game 3. Like, I'll always be, you know, slightly rooting for the team that lost game 1, right?
Dude, Wind is commonly the most hated, do you know? Like, I'm shocked you've never heard that.
Okay, Thomas gets the kill there, but he dies, so he's gonna not get any of the money, but he will get the kill. So unless he really needs those runes, it's fine.
That's 98,000 runes on the ground right there, dude.
Yeah, but he's already pretty juiced. Like, do you really need those?
Yeah, the wind phase is the most annoying phase.
What do you do
because
next?
you can't do any fun stuff. But in terms of what will actually kill you, it is going to be the ice face.
I mean, Shadow, the thing is, even though I technically could ignore it, if I did, I would be crucified by everybody. Like, technically, yes, I could, but also no. Especially Shura, because he's actually been caught for mismarking fucking sheep.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe it
Yeah.
was another square. I was calling
Yeah.
those sheep because I was
Oh, there's sheep on the way to Kale? Maybe that's the missing piece of the puzzle.
And Yib pivots out of Lion there, and they're now both racing towards ADM.
I am not sure what Thomas is doing here. They might be prepping row 4.
Yeah, I think he's looking at ritual pots.
Kind of feels
Good.
like it because he's one boss away from 4 bosses. Looks like he's going Jarberg now. Yiba's going
Egon's
ADM.
cookbooks is the biggest
Well,
square on
they're
the board right
building.
now.
Well, also, it might not even be a prep. It might be the diag, right? Like they lost sheep, they lost wolf, lion, bear, hippo, right? NPC bosses is a toss up between these two, right? And if Helios it was going Bofa duo, like your safest block on that line is ritual pots, right? It could have the counter of prepping a row 4, right? But I think the primary goal is to block the diag. That being said, though, we actually with ritual pots as well, we saw in the game 1 with Bofa D's versus Womp Womp, right? Womp Womp blocked row 1 with ritual pots and then bingoed on counter bingoed off of it, right?
They're looking at the row 4, just straight up. I'm surprised that Ellie is going for this square in particular, because let me think about the timing. Because
Hippo into what? Devonia, I guess? Hippos and Devonia?
Well,
After
she wants
this?
to, yeah, she wants the fast squares, but I would be prioritizing this block, I feel like.
Helios hiding in the bushes. He's camping out the Bofa
It's a
duo
legitimate
right
strat. It's a legitimate strat.
now. No, I know. It's just hilarious.
Fun,
He
yeah, it's
switched
funny
the
to
big
see,
screen.
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hippos is worthless.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you...
Also, know your opponent's not doing it. Can we talk about how Yib Aura farmed Bale and still died? Now I'm thinking about it. He like stood right in front of him. Like he knew the perfect spot to stand in between like a bunch of fucking flame pillars.
Well, he messed up the first laser, and then if you mess up the first laser, you're 90% of the time gonna get killed by the second one.
Thomas just
Also-
did the skip to
And
Helios.
yeah, Thomas
jump
did the
around.
most insane dodge ever, and then gets killed by Plessy jumping in the
Yeah.
air.
Thomas might be the best in the league at the super niche base game skips. I mean, granted, he's invented like half of them. Trump is the king of the super niche DLC ones, but Thomas is the king of the base game ones.
I guess
Yeah.
this guarantees that you get hippos or cookbooks. But unfortunately, she will lose cookbooks.
Yeah.
As long as she only grabs one and leaves. Pretty good pretty good waste of her time in terms of that's just how you play bingo.
Do you think Yiba's gonna try to find a colossal for the dancing lion? That would be a
Lemon,
tough-
I mean
There's no
niche
way.
in the term of that it's a bingo in this format specific skip. It's not like Celia skip that's good for like everything. That's what I mean by niche. Thomas had to have a little yard sale there so you could afford the ritual pot.
He was like scrambling to sell stuff. Church of the Cuckoo Grace coming in clutch here. Ellie going for cookbooks. Yiba's on it though, about to mark it.
There goes the
There
cookbooks.
goes- Yeah. Now you also know NPC bosses is in contention, right?
Yeah, and Ellie's immediately going for it.
Yes. I do like this. Thomas can now also do imbue keys. Probably don't waste his time doing that, but
I mean,
he could.
NPC bosses, even like, okay, Thomas is gonna get ritual pots, right? So the diag shut down, but it's still a, wait, NPC, I'm not thinking about NPC. How do they block the row 4?
DLC boss remembers Colossals.
Yeah, you have to do colossal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they probably get bingoed on row 4 if they don't
That's
do
what
anything about
That's
it.
what I'm wondering. How does Yiba get that square? Because I mean, they're gonna push Ellie into it, right? That's gonna be the ultimate
Yeah.
question here, I think.
Wait,
Well,
did
Yiba is back in with the lion.
we burn
If
his
he finds a
remembrances?
good remembrance weapon in Dancing Lion's Remembrance,
You
then like the finger or the sunflower, like it could actually
No,
just be.
you can't.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's right. He has a talisman and something else, right?
Ash of War and a talisman. He cannot get a weapon
Right,
from this
yeah.
fight.
I forgot about that part.
I actually would have preferred to do colossal on this fight.
Did Thomas get the ritual pot before he died?
Yeah.
That's good.
He got it and then just waited to die. All right, come on, Yib.
My favorite thing about Lion is there are the lightning phases, you can jump the lightning. So you can do jump attacks.
By the way, I will say I am not going to do Rando Deathless after this. I will just end. I've started working out again, and I am sore as shit, and I feel like death. Nah, I don't actually feel like that. I'm just like low energy. There goes the
Roboting
ritual
for
pots.
me.
I'm roboting.
Colossal's
All
For
right,
me, at least.
Okay, after this fight, I'll leave the call. I'm not going to be roboting for stream. Thomas is working on Revenants. And Helios is doing Rum actually right now on Godric. He has Winged Greathorn.
Must be what he got from Moog. I like it.
This
That's
is,
right. That's
I was going to mention
well.
this play. I really like what both teams are doing. And this is like the perfect time for Helios to go into the DLC. He wants to be able to take DLC jail. Congratulations, like you're no longer the only person in the DLC. You now have to worry about these fast squares going off the board as well.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
leave the call and come back real quick. All right, we're back.
Death Knight and DLC jail is what I'm looking at for Helios to do. And obviously it looks like Helios should probably be looking at Colossal. No Colossals on those remembrances.
And Thomas is doing
That frees
Theo
up-
here for Mountaintop Snowfield bosses. And this will be his final one.
Ooh, Yib
that
is...
frees up Ellie. If Helios does DLC Remembrance boss Colossal Armaments only, then that prevents Ellie from getting pushed into doing something worse. But Thomas is going to be able to run away with the base game squares, which it would be smart for him to do.
Yes. There's
because-
a lot of... It's a very fine line. It's actually going to come down to... I think Spirit Ashes is an important square that needs to be done at some point.
Yeah, Helios is going right to Rolana right now. I'm not sure where he's going to acquire a colossal weapon. There might be one in Round Table, but
Either that or he has one already.
yeah. You may check Godric's Remembrance. That's 2 weapons.
Maybe Moog's Remembrance has one too.
Well, that's
Oh,
where he
he
got Winged
just-
Greathorn.
Yeah, you just used it.
I don't think he'll kill Moonrithel,
Yeah.
Jay.
If I was Yib and I wanted this line, I would be killing Moonrithil. It's actually a really good way to get a Colossal
That's
for the
so
DLC
smart.
player.
Kill Moonrithil.
And it's a Colossal sword, not a Colossal weapon. Usually those are easier to wield.
Yep.
Unless you get the Ruin's Great Sword.
That one is sick
There
though.
goes Mountaintop Snowfield bosses. So now like it is DEFCON
Yeah.
DEFCON 4
Yeah, they have to
as
do
there
it.
are 4 squares on the line.
Yeah.
And is Yib doing Spirit Ashes?
Helios is running to a colossal
Oh, he's gonna do
check.
Death Knight.
So he's on the Wild Goose Chase. The like really strong reason or strong impact of getting 4 squares in a line is like you're pushing your opponent into a square. And Helios is now gonna have to go on a scavenger hunt, find a good colossal weapon, find a way to upgrade it, go kill
Yeah.
Lana with it.
They don't know which
Yeah,
one
but
it'll be because it could be
What?
both, but they will know that
Wings
one of
get-
them is working towards
Yeah.
Colossal.
Ellie doing NPC bosses
Okay.
here, Disdain, Patches, probably a Dawn to finish it. Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be... Unless somehow Helios and Ellie cannot block this bingo, this is going to be a very close end game.
Right.
Because,
So,
yeah, like
uh,
Thomas and
probably-
Yibe are already going for the predictive block here, right? Knowing that they're going to lose Colossal, they just don't want to worry about the column 2 building, so Yib's just going to block with Death
Oh my
Knight.
gosh. Okay. So this is actually why.
What did Helios get, by the way?
I didn't see.
I didn't see. I just went back and checked. Yib played this perfectly. I don't even know how to describe like what he just did, but he basically double
Watchdog,
prepped.
that's perfect.
He double
Oh, yeah,
prepped
that's really good.
Jail
Somber
and Death
weapon.
Knight here.
A really good somber weapon too.
Yeah.
Yib, what did Yib do, Shura?
He double prepped Jail and Death Knight here because he knows that those are the ones that are going to be high value targets for Helios to take, because all Helios has to do is just run. He doesn't need any progression like killing Golden Hippo or anything, or running long back section. Stuff
Right.
that Ellie has already done. So these are the 2 main squares that Helios would be eyeing to do.
And this will be NPC bosses for Ellie. There it is.
And due to the pressure on the row, he's going to be able to get both of them. Well, unless Ellie just goes to jail now.
I mean, Ellie put a lot of time in that, but it ended up being a literally useless center square in terms of like, yeah, it is a square, but no blocks were acquired via that square. Everything is already blocked. All the lines
Yep.
coming off of it. And Thomas here is going for revs.
I think also Ellie
is
may have been
this?
able to hold it a little bit longer because Yiba did Egon's cookbooks and then 4 minutes later Dancing Lion. In that, what would you do at that time though, Shura?
Instead of
Shouldn't go.
NPC bosses?
Yeah, like prep NPC jail, or sorry, DLC jail or something.
This is not a great
Um,
weapon for revenants, and Thomas is in a little bit of trouble here. He only has 1 heal left, and he hasn't even killed 1 yet.
Because he lost cookbooks.
Brendan, I
wouldn't
think he...
I would be looking at Devonia, or I actually probably would be looking at trying to do the block, or going
yeah,
jail and Death Knight.
yeah, Lem, I meant like killed 1 in Haligtree. Because you can actually get all 3 in Haligtree. He did kill the one at Lascar already. But there goes the Revenants. He does get it down. We'll go with Yib here for Death Knight.
This is a really good square for
Do Ellie and Helios just end up getting
Yeah.
outpaced here by like 1 square?
I would have said that, but they are going to get Legendary Spirit Ashes. And that is a square I was counting on them getting. Actually, it depends on how long Helios takes to do Colossal.
Yeah, like I'm wondering if they just end up getting slowly out. Like just, like granted a snipe could change it, but sniper skill issues, like a lot could happen. But I feel like the way it's currently lining up, like Ellie and Helios just lose this game like 13-12, 13-11.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or it goes in the other direction.
Because I don't.
Game is going to be.
I don't feel like there is. Is there any like clear prio for Ellie and Helios that I'm missing?
Devonia.
Devonia. Okay.
And imbued keys can be done by Thomas, Yib, and Ellie.
Helios is now in on Rolana, so we'll go to the dual screen here. This Watchdog staff is +6, +7. What do you in the ancestor route? What somber level do you get to?
6, unless he most likely 6, unless he grabbed the 7 and 8 and.
And there goes the Death Knight.
Actually, you could just get to +9. If he didn't do any of the consecrated stone pickups and he did like a rot, he could just get to +9.
Thomas here is moving towards Okina. Yeah, I think this endgame, I feel like Ellie and Helios are just getting outpaced. Like, Ellie's decision to do NPC bosses, like, it ended up being a pretty long square. And they already had the preemptive block on the diag, right? With ritual pots, like, so. That ended up being really, like, again, not like a horrific play, but just not the best play, right? And now Helios gets forced into this. I feel like they're just getting outpaced.
That's not even the problem. Ellie's getting sniped on DLC jail here, unless she grabs the grace and just goes to back section.
Well, that would add insult to injury from here on out, right?
Oh, that's not. Yeah. So I thought it would.
Might light up and thinks, oh, now we can raise jail, right?
Yeah.
But you've already had the grace.
Yibe's played this insane. Yibe's played this entire set so fucking well. Like, so fucking well. Yibe's definitely been the like, everyone's played great, but Yibe's been the MVP of this set so far.
I cannot glaze him enough. I say it all the time. I'm playing with him, that he is the best. Along with Jay, those two just play the DLC like so well. They're the hardest to play against.
Yeah, that double prep was nasty.
Oh,
I know, it was beautiful. I was like, damn. I was like, he did exactly.
And it made sense. The best part about it is that like it initially made sense defensively, right? It was the correct defensive play, but now it's gonna work out offensively, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That was the.
And Helios just died.
Dude, he got the blender move 2 times, like relatively quickly. Dude.
I think this could go to. I think we're looking at a 2-0. Like, granted, a lot of bingo left to be played, but like Helios dying there, like, he's not gonna get sniped on this square, of course, but like it slows his pace down a lot, right? In there, they're just behind on the final 3 squares, and the snipe is gonna be so bad.
Yeah, I would have said that this game goes like it's still like
yeah, Yibe, I think
like
Yibe has to die here.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
like
this would
55,
be, I mean, what a
55.
fucking job. Like, what a job, right? Like, if Thomas and Yibe can pull this off by them, you know, look, I had a serious conversation with them because they were not initially selected to be in the Golden Order, right? It was initially going to be 8 teams. Vikrash and Sirius wanted to get added, and you know, it made sense to add them because Vikrash finished higher than both Thomas and Yibe in the rookie rumble, right? Sirius was a Golden Order player last season. They were initially going to play in the Crucible, but then once Vikrash and Sirius wanted to get added, we decided to bump it to 10. And you know, I had a conversation with Thomas and Yibe, and I was like, guys, it's a different level here, right? Like, you might not win the game. That was a legitimate conversation that I had with them. And to see them now potentially going to be Ellie and Helios 2-0 would be insane.
Yeah.
Like, just, yeah, like, I mean, just winning a game and proving they belong would have been a victory of a season, right? Because they were the last team added, the team with the least experience, right? Simply winning a game or two and proving that like we can compete in this league would have been a victory. But to make it to the top 4, and Helios goes down again.
Oh, that sucks.
Crazy.
Thomas and Yibe are only 2
that,
squares away from going 2-0, and they would advance to the semifinals, and they will play against Budget Hitless, Lemon and Cronies. If the winner of the set will play against Lemon and Cronies.
Yeah, Thomas doing memory stones uncontested, and Yiba pushing into back section here, giving access to Shadow Tree Avatar, Devonia.
Yep, and you can't get them all now. It was obviously Helios dying there does hurt a lot, but I think the snipe that was it basically.
Yeah,
you couldn't have gotten sniped.
And I want to give.
There is a way they can win if if all the cards fall correctly. It's very easy because of how everything was split and the fact that Yib was behind on Devonia.
I also do want to give, I think Yibe's been, just all things considered, the most impressive player in this set so far, right? But I do want to give also a lot of credit to Thomas too, because very objectively, he has outplayed Helios 2 games in a row.
Yeah. In the beginning, I was a little questioning like leaving Moog and not getting like that DLC support, but the way that Yiba has played this made it possible for Thomas to just completely focus on base game, because with 12 DLC scores, you would think like, maybe the base game could come in for support later.
Yeah.
But just like the way that their team is working is just kind of perfect, honestly. Like in terms of gameplay.
In the way I see it is like, of course you can, it's bingo, right? You can point to little things if they go differently, right? But the fact of the matter is that it's playoffs, and in all that matters is who's better on the day. And on the day, in both of these games, Yibe has outplayed Ellie and Thomas has outplayed Helios. Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. Ellie's unfortunate mistake here was going hippos when she did. She was ahead on ADM. She killed ADM, no heal. She could have done cookbooks and blocked that line. No pressure on that line. I believe they are in a stronger position, just due to the fact that Helios is now able to go take a DLC jail, go do imbibe, go do some other stuff.
And by
Helios
the way,
can do like the jail or the Death Knight while Ellie's doing like Devonia, Scatter Tree Avatar or something.
Exactly.
I believe
that row 4 threat is devastating for this.
Talking about kind of like the history of Elden Squares, right? Only once before has the lower seed ever won in the first round. It was Nexus versus Strump. But that being said, Nexus was the lower seed only because he broke his hand and had to forfeit a game due to injury, right? Like, so kind of asterisks on that one. So in terms of injuries, that game aside, this would be the first time, or yeah, Nexus had PC issues, right? But regardless, my point being, regardless of not counting Nexus and Strump last season, this will be the first time in Elden Squares history that the lower seed has won a first round set. And that we're in 3 seasons now, right? We had 2 games in the quarterfinals of season 1, 4 games in the quarterfinals of season 2, right? Like, this is I would think, on paper, right? And I know the teams, and I don't mean any disrespect, but I think this would be the biggest upset in the history of the playoffs, right?
What do you think, Sai? I'll say this. I think you and Thomas, they are like they're a team more so than than anyone. I don't think people play like how they play.
Yeah,
Thomas and Yiba have
Like they're just a team. Like they play
Yeah.
off each other. Like it doesn't even matter if they're doing the worst play. They're doing it. Like they just came up with that line. Like
Well,
yeah,
that's the
it's,
thing. Like they play their roles every time. They do the same thing. They have like the same like strategy and play style kind of, and I genuinely think like kind of if you're gonna do like the off meta type of playstyle against them, you have to like win your races or get some snipes or push a line, like basically. Because Thomas and Yib are gonna rush basically.
And there
the
it
best
is. And there it is.
Lazy time. I don't know. They're
Wow.
a force to contend with. I'll say
Yeah.
that much.
I mean, that's insane.
it's fantastically
Like
played
a
from you,
truly
Thomas.
like a truly huge upset. Like it just wow. Like I really don't have words. I really don't have words. That was I mean, look, I knew Thomas and Yibe were talented enough to do it, but to actually come out and do it in dominant fashion, 2-0 is crazy. Right?
Yeah.
Like I can't be the only one who feels that way, but I mean, massive congratulations to them, and we'll see what they can do. Like we'll see, like who knows how far they can go, right? I mean, fuck, a rookie won last time, right? Shura was Shura, right?
Yeah.
Shura,
They're
can I
good
send you
enough to.
down? Can I send you down? You can tell Ellie and Helios that they can join the post-match interview if they are ready. Like they don't have
Yep.
to, but whenever if they want to, then they can take their time. But we're gonna pull up Thomas and Yibe here.
Yep.
Welcome in, Thomas and Yibe. Welcome in. Congratulations. A truly historic
Welcome in.
upset, and you guys did it in dominant fashion, especially in game 2 there. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Yeah. You know, happy
Yeah.
with the way I played. Happy with my decisions. A little mishap here and there, but nothing catastrophic. I'm really happy I got to send the Death Knight skip in the game. Yeah. Feeling good.
I expected more elation, I'll be honest. It's like they're just like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
I
the
think
game
we
is
saw
probably hard to win.
Yeah.
we saw the score, and then I was like, it ticked to 13, and then I was like, wait, we won?
No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of had the same thing too. I was like, and that's 13, and it's over. And it's
Yeah.
over, right?
Yeah, it
Like,
felt a little,
yeah.
especially because the last square wasn't like Devonia is not that difficult of a fight.
Yeah.
It felt a little anticlimactic.
But you know, I do want to talk. I want to give you guys both, you know, your congratulations, right? Because I think, you know, Yibe, I think those were two of the best games I've ever seen you play back to back, right? And Thomas, especially your game 2 was really lights out. And you know, the bottom line is, you both outplayed Ellie, and like each of you individually, like Yibe match up against Ellie, and Thomas with Helios, like you both outplayed them both games. You can come up and join. Ellie and Helios, you guys can come up and join whenever you're ready. I'm not gonna pull you. You can just come in on your own accord. Yeah, I mean, like that was, how does that? Because that's like that was dominant. Like that was, you guys played both incredibly well. Yeah, just can't say
I was
enough.
feeling pretty. After the start of game 1, dancing line first square, I think I got hit once or something. I was feeling pretty gassed about myself, so that was a good opener, and yeah, gave me the confidence I needed. Carried through the rest of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, you played fantastic. You do the jail into Death Knight double prep.
Yeah, Shura
Beautiful, bro.
was having a
I was-
Shura was having a nerdgasm over the way you played that game.
was like-
Yibe.
Yeah, I
was
was like,
glazing,
holy
dude.
shit. Yeah.
He was going back 2 minutes in the VOD to check. Did he really double prep that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to say I want to give all the fucking flowers in the world to Yubei. We started out this season like we were both expecting to kind of be in Crucible. We were expecting, this was going to be a season like whatever. And then it was like, who's going to play DLC? And he's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll play DLC. He has had like no experience with the DLC. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But he had no experience with DLC coming into the season.
Hey, I played
Fucking
doubles season 4 mod twice.
He worked his dick off and has gotten fucking insane at the DLC. Like, absolutely, just like hats off to Yaban. I just wanted to kind of give his flowers because I don't know if people really know that, but like, yeah, he has done. He's fucking worked so hard and like, yeah.
Oh, thanks,
that's all.
man.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, you can say the same to you, Thomas, because yes, you've played Pace Game Bingo before, but you've never, I mean, you never had to kill Misbegotten Crusader, right? In Base Game Bingo, right?
Base Game Bingo. Rumble does not involve Crusaders or Garys or any of
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
this is true.
it's just so it's so impressive too, because like, I mean, I remember, right? We had this conversation. I'll probably, forgive me, I will bring this up probably every single time. Like literally, we had the conversation of like, because I knew you guys were talented, right? But you didn't have the obviously you're just coming off the rookie event, right? And it's not like, I mean, you guys both made playoffs and that, but it's not like either of you made a very deep run at it, right? But we knew you guys were talented, and like we had that conversation of like, there's a chance you guys go 0-9, right? But here you guys are, you've made it to top 4, and your next matchup will come up against Ellie or against Lemon and Cronies. Just any final thoughts from you guys?
Yeah, they're fast, obviously. That's
They're fucking scary. Please don't give
they're
us.
scary,
Please don't give them Starfist.
yeah, after today, I'm feeling pretty confident. I think we can take them. Don't give them Starfist, exactly.
Yeah, and well, congratulations to both of you. And we'll talk to Ellie and Helios a bit here. You guys, you can say as much as you do or don't want, but I first off, I just want to say thank you guys so much for playing. Right, obviously with this thing, like this is what sucks about bingo, right? We're so happy for one team, but it sucks for the other, and like we're all friends, right? But Ellie and Helios, you guys have put so much into this. 2 games doesn't define you, right? You're incredible players and incredible team. And just thank you guys so much for everything that you do and have done and will continue to do for Elden Squares, for bingo as a sport, for all of Ignite. We love you guys so much. And you're just the best, right? And I know, losing the playoff sucks, but it doesn't change the fact that we love you guys so much, and you're just amazing players.
Yeah, appreciate that. Helios is going to lie down for a bit, but I'm really thankful for him as a teammate. I think I was really intimidated, actually, when we first started the season. Mostly because I respect him a ton. He's very good, and he taught me a ton in our games together, too. Yeah, I'm a little sad, I guess, obviously. It's a hard, you work really hard, but I think I'm really proud of how we played in this last game, more so than the first. The first game, we made a lot of mistakes, so I can acknowledge that. I think this game in particular, I played really well. Dying to Ralva blocking the scream was... I still have to go back and watch my vlog. I actually don't know how that happened, but other than that, I think I had a pretty okay game. And yeah, Thomas and Yabi are good, and we knew that they would be. And we treated them with the respect they deserved. And so this last time when they beat us in the regular season, that they were... I'm very thankful that we called them up from Crucible, because they've earned it more than enough. And I always root for the people who beat me, so I'll be rooting for them to take the whole thing, which I'm really excited to see how far you guys go, and I hope you do win it. Yeah, I'm just really thankful for the season. I'm thankful for the community, and I'm thankful for being able to play. I'm crying, but I'm happy in a sense. Like I'm relieved partially. I was pretty exhausted. But But I'm also so thankful that you can lose something you put so much effort into, and you're not like what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're still held by the community that
Mm-hmm.
you're experiencing this in front of, right? So,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be in Ignite tonight. I'll be my like that doesn't change, and I think that's just so beautiful. And I'm really thankful that we have such a lovely community to hold people when they're feeling down and raise people when they're feeling up. So, yeah, I'm really proud of us. I'm proud of Thomas and Yibe, and I'm really thankful we got to do this. But, yeah, obviously getting sniped a couple times that last game was hard, and I think really shifted a lot of momentum. But yeah, it sounds like Yibe played a fucking wild game.
Yeah, Yibe
so I'm
was
really excited to see
Yeah.
how he does in the future.
Yeah,
So.
and we love you guys, right? And that's why in Ignite we do we do a lot of in Ignite and just in the community in general. Like we do a lot of competitions, right? One win or loss in one format doesn't define who you are as a player, right? Like Ellie and Helios are no better or worse at bingo because of this. Helios is still the GOAT, arguably. If Shura wins again or whatever, maybe conversation might change. But as of right now, Helios is still the GOAT of Elden Squares, right?
I mean, I think he's just he's such a Helios. I can't, and I want to glaze him a little bit because he's not here. It's really late for him. Like we started at like what would be like midnight, 1 or 2 a.m. for him. So he's been up for quite a while. And again, he doesn't have to be. I think he's played so much and he's done so well that he could have and he has an ego. I think we all know he has an ego, but it could be so like insurmountably large. But it isn't. Like he's still so willing to teach and be patient and be kind and be encouraging. And I think I couldn't have asked for a better teammate to support my growth as a player, both in like bingo and also in like competitive environments as well. He's really helped nurture a lot of like grace as well. And he's like he loses humbly too. Like he gets when he gets beat and he just respects as what happened. And I can't be. I wouldn't have, if someone was like, if you picked X teammate or you guys were on a different team, maybe chemistry's different, you could have won this thing. I wouldn't take an offer like that for the world because playing with Helios was the #1 pleasure I had this season, and I was really thankful that we got to do that. So play together. So that was awesome.
Yeah, and I just do want to reiterate, like that's one of the things that's so beautiful, but also so hard about this league, right? Because I don't mean to take anything away from you guys, Thomas and Yibe, but like. If our community wasn't what it was and the players who come in with more experience like Ellie and, especially Helios, Rambler and others, if they weren't so, in terms of competition, they are taking risks by helping out, and create new monsters, right? And, Thomas and Yibe, you have officially reached monster demon status, whatever you want to call it, right? And, it's just a testament to the players who are the veterans in this community who not only want to win, but they want to beat people when they're at their best and they want to help train up and lift up others. And Ellie and Helios are two people that embody that more than any. We'll have conversations. Ellie's going to be doing a lot of work with our coaching program in the future to continue to create more monsters. And we just love you guys so much. So thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. If I can glaze Thomas and Yibe, I haven't done that quite yet, but real quick. I'm like, I was saying in the last game, I think it's really okay to acknowledge shifts in your life. And for me, I think I've lost some of the fieriness of wanting to like sweat really, really hard. We'll have to see what next season brings if I even choose to play in Golden Order or not. I'm still considering that. But you can tell that Thomas and Yibe are not only just like talented from a natural place, but it isn't like it's not unearned. Like they've worked so hard, like so incredibly hard, and it's been beautiful watching how hard they work and how devoted they are to improving themselves and taking feedback and it's just everything about them. They like you guys have such a winning spirit and an openness to learn, which I think is what you need to be good at anything really. So. Like not only did you guys play well like today, but you guys have overall have grown so much, and it's really awesome to see that. And I just think a lot of that's just how much fire you put into things. And I was saying to Helios in game 1, I don't know if we have it the same way they do, and I think, people call me old all the fucking time, which is fine, but I am like 34, and I think there is something really real about growing out of that competitiveness in a sense. I've lost a little bit, and I'm okay with that. So it's just really awesome actually to see, I don't know, these young kids with like nothing to do all the time. I'm kidding, by the way. They have lots on their
I
plate,
was gonna
by the
say,
way.
Helly, I don't.
Yeah,
I
I'm kidding. I'm
don't-
kidding. You guys have lots on your plate, but you guys are doing so much. and I'm
I
very
don't
thankful
think
for
that's
that.
the case. I think it's more so the case
Yeah.
of, when you obviously with the Ignite community, there's unlimited opportunity to do what you want to do, right? Obviously, some people just focus on, being the best at, what they at the game, at the competitions, right? Other people, you're so involved in the community or whatever, and it's fair to have. I don't think it's that you're old. I think
No,
it's that
I
you just have
know.
other interests, right, as well.
Yeah, and
and,
I've had,
yeah.
I've had a lot of shit go on, like losing my dad last year and
Yeah.
maintaining, coming out as trans and like there's a lot that's happened in the last 2 years, and I think I'm gonna need to take some time to actually work on those pieces a little more. And bingo takes too much, feels like takes a
Yeah.
lot of time out of other parts. And I'm thankful. I'm actually thankful for the rest and the ability to just reassess what I want to focus on. And yeah, I can't wait to watch you two play the rest of this tournament. I'll be rooting for you both, and thank you, Who's, for hosting everything as well, and Sign Sure
Yeah.
for commentating tonight. And I'll stop yapping, but
Yeah.
it was a good series all the same.
Yeah, we
you so
love you
much.
guys, and
Yeah.
you both deserve some time, and whether or not you play in bingo next season or whatever, this will not be. I know for a fact this will not be the last time we see you guys compete.
No.
In whatever venture it is, whether it's bingo next season or size rando league or whatever it may be, or season 5, we look forward to having you guys again. We love you. We love
Yeah.
you both, and thank you so much.
Yeah, we love everyone here too, and we're happy to be here. So, thank you guys.
Yeah. And with that being said, I do want to say a massive thank you to Sci-Fi Insura. And it was amazing having them here as well. And just amazing having such a wonderful community. And speaking of a wonderful community, we will go ahead and send you guys over to La Rata. He's playing Night Rain with the boys. They're preparing for the DLC. I know it's a shorter stream. Just speaking on me personally, I know it's a shorter stream. I'm tired. I'll be back tomorrow doing. I'm not starting Dark Souls Tuesday yet. I need to finish a stupid French challenge. Give me 1 week to try to finish the French challenge, and then we'll be the Dark Souls Tuesday coming soon. Totally not delaying it because I fucking am not looking forward to it. All right, I'll see you guys later.